I'm Dave the NC. Wait, crap. Trash to Cash Podcast, episode 83. I'm ADH Dave, and with me, as always, is Carrie American Arbitrage and a much more handsome, younger, bearded Kevin the Commonwealth Picker.
Look at this.
Name
with
is
his
Harold
Amazon
Tomato.
Basic T-shirt on. I love it.
Yeah, he's like not even Karen. He's just like, it's just
This is
Amazon
actually my.
Basics.
I have like 5 of these. I call them my thumbnail T-shirts. If you look at our channel, usually I wear a white shirt because it's easy to edit. You can change
To see
the
your
colors
nipples?
and stuff. And the nipples. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the apples.
See through the shirt and see his nipples. You should have one where like you finally finish the house and like Haley throws a bucket of water on you and you're just like wet T-shirt contest or something.
Yeah, absolutely. We've already been planning that. Have you been listening?
We do.
I just figured.
I do
Now,
want to mention
Josh-
this. We do.
Oh, go ahead.
Dave, we do own one shirtless picture of Harry Tornado that he sent in our weight
Ooh,
loss
should we
group,
show
I
that
think
on
it
the
was.
stream?
No, it's not even about that. But at some point in the lore of Trash to Cash, we are going to use that. But we're not going to use your face, Josh.
Okay, yeah.
We're just going to superimpose somebody else's face on it so they won't know.
Yeah.
But if you ever see that, or show it now, whatever. I mean, we got to live a little.
Well, Kevin is not here. We should start off there. Kevin is not here. He's on vacation on the beach. We don't know if he's ever coming back, to be honest with you. He said a lot of demands, right, Carrie? Like, he wants
exactly.
a lot of
He
money
wants to
come back.
renegotiate the contract that he made us sign. I don't even understand.
Yeah.
I didn't
And the
even
thing is,
read it.
we thought let's bring in Josh to kind of put a little pressure on Kevin. Like, we don't really need you, Kev. You know, we could just bring in Josh permanently, but we'd
he's a
have to
handyman
probably...
too. He could fix stuff if we need it as well.
Now, Josh, none of your
learned a lot.
sponsors were able to provide you with at least a 480p camera. It looks like you're going 370p. What's happening here?
Does
with
it
your...
look? Does it look bad?
No, it looks good. It's just cropped. Like you just can't
You know
quite
what-
get
you
all
know this
those
is gonna
1080s.
Keep him up at night. Dave.
I don't know what's going on with. I don't know.
You know, your aspect ratio
See, this
is a
is
little
the
weird.
key
It's
to a
kind of
good setup, a
cinematic.
good background. You want stuff that's falling over in the background.
Trash.
I cover
Piles
it up.
of
though.
trash.
Yeah.
You want literal trash
I'll
behind
just bring
you.
the camera
It's the Trash
closer
Cash
to me.
podcast.
That way, it won't make it look so.
I've got some
so
trash
cropped.
right there.
You know,
It's
in
fine. No,
Hollywood
it's-
movies
by the way,
in
guys.
Hollywood, like the
None of
good
us.
cinematic movies in Hollywood, they always had the black bars on the side. That's
Yeah,
the tree
Tarantino
that
and
looked
stuff.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you, dude. You're filming with actual film here. It's not digital.
Josh is using anamorphic lenses. Oh, dude, that'd be cool. We should do an anamorphic. Get some some serious lens flare. It's pretty good stuff. But anyways, yeah. So Josh was just telling us before we started the show that he is on his way to Mexico tomorrow.
Yes.
So he
I
said,
know.
you know what? Before I go on a trip to Mexico, I need to record a Trash to Cash. I think
He tried to elicit sympathy, like, "Oh man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a tough one. I'm going to Mexico tomorrow on a vacation." You
Yep.
know, I
And
you
he's
know
got
what? You
Haley
could sleep
packing
on
the car.
plane, man. Yeah,
Yeah, Haley's
probably.
packing the car.
She's packing my bag. I pick out my clothes and I'm like, can you just look at it and see what I'm missing? And usually I like forget underwear completely. Or last year, the last time we went to Mexico, I actually brought my pair of flip flops. I had worn these flip flops everywhere. I got them at Goodwill, had them for like 3 more years, and they were my trusty flip flops. The first day in Mexico, both of them just break, just like complete. Like the thong part comes out and they just break. I'm like, what? Right now? So of course we had to buy flip flops.
Dude, but you can get flip flops in Mexico all day, dude. I don't know if you guys know this, but I lived in Mexico for 2 years,
And he
my
has
whole
3 degrees.
3 degrees.
I have 3 degrees, but here's the thing. I used to love getting the cheapest shoes humanly possible. I was able to get shoes for like $30 USD sometimes, and they'd get holes in
That's
them in
not
like
that
3
cheap.
weeks.
Wait.
That was
30
pretty
bucks
cheap.
USD is cheap?
I think it was 30.
want-
Maybe it was less. I don't know, but they
can
ended
get
up getting
shoes.
get
holes in
cheaper
them
shoes
within a
than
month.
that. You can get cheaper
can?
shoes than that on our whatnot auctions. We sell
And on
shoes
Goodwill.
for like
That's true.
$10
That's
all the
true.
time.
Carrie,
That's true.
hold on.
But
I'm
we
really
do
confused
we have
because
to
I
pay the
feel
Harry
like
Tornado tax, though.
you pay it, but it's not as high as it used to be.
Not as
That
high.
is true.
Not as
It's
The
high.
a little bit
taxes
better.
have decreased. He's really improved his policies there.
Mm-hmm,
No, Carrie, I'm really actually kind of confused because back then that was like 2003. You were out there, right?
Here's what
I was
really
paying
happened when I was paying that.
$29.99 for
I thought it was
Converse.
$10 in my head, but then I said 30 because I was confusing myself. I think it
Oh,
was
you're
10,
having
but
one
that
of
felt
your
like it was too
strokes
cheap. But
again.
it was 20 years ago, so maybe it was 10.
10 makes
But anyway,
sense. 10
you sound
makes
like
I
the
lied
lady
because
from,
I wanted it to seem more realistic.
Okay.
You sound like the lady from Arrested Development where she's like, it's a banana. How much could it cost? $10?
He's just like so disassociated with
I really
what money
don't know
even
what
is.
anything real costs. I haven't bought anything at a store that isn't food in a long time because I get everything
He
at the
has
thrift store.
so
or the
much
bin.
TikTok money is the problem.
Yeah.
He has just got
Dude,
loads
I'm on
of
that
TikTok
creativity
money.
beta, man. I'm raking in $4 to $20 a day right now. It's pretty intense.
That's pretty good. You add that up
It's
and
nice.
you got $20.
You know, I
Del
saw a
Taco.
TikTok the other day.
That's a lot of Del Taco or a little Del Taco, but that's Del Taco every day.
I saw a TikTok the other day that said if you save $1 per day for a year, you'll end up having like $40,000 at
I've
the end of
seen
the year.
so many of those horrible math ones, and you're just like, what? And so many people in the comments are like, whoa, I didn't even realize that, bro. And you're like, yeah,
Okay, someone in the chat is.
I don't know. I'd double it. I'd double
is,
it and give it to the next person personally. That's what I would do with the dollar.
What about Carrie's mic?
Somebody said Carrie's mic is messed up in the chat, and I also hear
Excellent.
a crackling sound.
You know,
Yes.
it's crackling, but it's fine. It's, you know, once we
Is it
get
his
Carrie
beard?
starting, he'll make it worse. The
Okay.
thing is, like, if Carrie's mic is bad, don't talk about it. It's like the hidden little, you know, stepchild in the attic. or
Dave
whatever.
fix it. You fix it.
Which
in
you shouldn't
post,
keep
don't
your
you?
stepchildren in the attic. I try to fix it in post, but I think it's
Is it
not
really
actually
that bad? What's
it's
it
very,
doing?
It's just a little
crackles.
crackle. It's a little crackle. It's like a
Okay.
snap and a
I
crackle.
can turn it down, maybe.
Maybe lick
Does
it.
that help?
Like, just lick it to fill in all the cracks.
Yeah, I think
Let's
if
give it
you
a
just
little-
like put it in your mouth.
Let's see, is it really him? I think... Wait, let's try to mute him and see if it goes away. Actually, the show sounds better now. Is it still happening? Do you hear it, Josh?
Testing. I only hear it when he talks.
Oh, interesting. Well, he is pregnant, so it could be that.
Oh,
Yes.
super
Oh,
secret.
thought Pat Dean
oh gosh,
was
stop
leaving.
the show, guys. Oh, you know what? I don't think we told anyone. Hey, guys who are listening to the podcast on Tuesday, we're actually recording this live because Kevin's not around. So
Yeah.
every now and then people might super chat us and interrupt the show, and we will read their comments. Now, Pat Dees said nothing, but he sent a super sticker, so thank you, Pat Dees. We've
Thanks,
said your
Pat.
name.
Thank you, Pat
$2 what it costs for that shout out. I hope you appreciate it.
I know that is the
We are for
cheapest
sale.
shout out ever given. I think we should in post we should edit that. We should edit that out. In the live he gets it.
Now, Josh, as one of our newest Patreons, I have to ask you, why aren't you in the Discord yet? Like, are
You know-
are you big timing us? Is that what's happening?
I think he is.
I
think he
I
is.
just I'm a part of several Discords, and I actually have my own Discord server, and I don't put time into any of them. And
Yeah.
before
No, I know. I'm in one of yours, and it's just the worst. I ask
the
like
lack of
pertinent
effort
questions, and I get a response
really
like 2 weeks
off-putting.
later.
no, the problem I have is we don't have enough people in our Discord yet. So like people ask questions and I answer them, and then nobody asks anything else for like a week. So I just feel
Yeah.
bad. So I'm starting to post our YouTube videos a day before they come out. I'm just posting them to the Discord server, so you get like VIP prior day access.
Oh, that's good. That's
I'm just
good.
trying to think of other benefits to it.
365 Vintage Hunter, $10. Drinks on me. Thank you, 365 Vintage Hunter.
Cheers.
Appreciate
Thank you
that
so
super
much.
chat.
I will
Oh wait,
have
we're drinking.
a
Carrie,
tall
drink
glass
some.
of milk. I don't have anything.
I'm with
I
the
have
Starry,
this
and
empty
Josh,
bottle
what do you
with
have?
one jelly bean in it. That's all I have.
Josh has a White Claw. I think.
White
Why
Claw.
does it have a jelly bean in it?
I don't
What's
know.
the
I was
jelly
cleaning
bean?
and I threw a
Show it
jelly
to
bean
me
in it
again.
because I'm trying to clean.
Yeah, but you're
One
eating
jelly bean
jelly
in it.
beans in May?
No,
Like, nobody
there were
eats jelly beans in May.
in the room because other people were in here eating jelly beans, and I threw it in here
In
because
May.
it was empty. It's like a
No,
trash
Carrie.
receptacle.
Easter was a month ago. Are they like leftovers or
Well,
people
they
still
were sitting here
buying
for
jelly
weeks. I
beans?
decided to finally
Okay.
clean them. Yeah, they sat here for weeks. Obviously,
Maybe
Yeah,
they were
I
doing like a
didn't- I
little
didn't
jelly
just-
bean hunt.
There's probably other jelly beans. I didn't clean thoroughly.
probably
It's still
everywhere.
very messy. If you guys haven't noticed.
Yeah, okay, so Josh has a terrible page. Well, anyways, you should come in our Patreon and just read it every now and then. You might like it. It's actually a good Patreon, no offense.
Here's the
to
thing:
other
it really
Patreons.
benefits
I bet.
us if you're active in the Patreon. Do you see how this works? Like, if
Did
you are
you
active
see-
in the Patreon, that is an upsell for us. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see
it's,
the
it's one of
description
those
to the
classic
show?
wins for us, loses for you, and I love those.
Did you see the description to the show, Carrie? Just like, it's only just one sentence. It says, join the Patreon if you want to disappoint Tommy B. That's the whole entire description.
He's mad at everybody
something
about
you do.
everything.
I swear, Tommy was making videos about. I had a Patreon back in December of 2019, and I promise you, Tommy is still talking about it to this day.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like
good.
3 months long.
We're trying to normalize,
I do love that
normalize
he
Patreons.
he blocked me on my cards account, which is that's pretty cool because I
Well,
don't even
that
know what I
does
did.
suck, to be fair.
It does suck. I should be blocked there. I agree,
Sucky
but
account.
it was
I've
aggressive.
also blocked you on there.
I don't even follow you on that.
Midwest Picker, $2 money for Carrie's 4th college degree fund. I think that's funny. Carrie constantly talks about how he wants a 4th degree. He was about to say it. I just
No.
said I
want to
stopped
get
and he was
a
about to say it.
master's and a PhD. I guess they're degrees technically.
So here's the thing I struggle with, okay, Carrie, because I know you want to get up at 8, 9 a.m., and that doesn't happen.
Dude,
so what are the chances that the getting up for the degree are going to happen?
Online
Like,
school,
it just
my friend.
seems...
Work at your own pace, your own style. I can get the work done like back in the old days. Like I'll get my paper
University
done
of
like
Phoenix or
literally
whatever,
59 seconds before it's
That makes
due.
sense.
That's how I roll under
That makes sense.
under the door of the professor's office.
So I saw this article the other day. It was like this 14-year-old kid that graduated high school, and they're like, he also has 5 college degrees. And I'm like, oh, wow, he must be like a genius or something. But he just started taking community college classes in 6th grade, and then all of his degrees were associate's degrees. He has like associates in science, math, all this stuff. I'm like,
I think that's all you can get, because one of my nephews is getting his associates as well.
I know, but isn't it, if you, like, I have an associate's degree, but if people ask if I have a college degree, I say no. Because that's like
it doesn't count,
Ooh.
yeah. As
No.
somebody with 3
Oh, wow.
bachelors of arts, I will speak for the people with degrees. That does
Did you
not
get
count,
them
yes.
all at the same time, or was that a 12-year process? Like, how does that all...
It was
I'm
a
not
6-year
really, I don't understand
process.
college.
Well,
6 years, okay.
It was 6 years of actual
Yeah.
college. I was gone for 2 years in Mexico. But yeah, 6 physical years. I had 2 degrees done, and I did 1 more year to get my 3rd degree because I felt like it. Because I didn't want to
I have
graduate
98
and have to get a
degrees.
job. You know?
I have 98 degrees, Carrie.
I love it, man. Who is your favorite
Can you
member
sing
of
a
98
98 degree song? Probably Tony Montgomery.
Give me...
I don't know the
Tony
members.
Baloney? Give
Tony
me One More
Baloney.
Night?
I've had the stupidest song
Buenas
stuck in my
Noches
head.
or whatever?
Did you ever watch Popstar Never Stop Poppin', the Andy Samberg
Yeah, Never Stop
flick?
Stopping or whatever?
Never
I've
Stop
seen
Stopping,
clips.
yeah, whatever. You know that song at the end where like it's like incredible thoughts, and he just is rambling off these incredible thoughts, like, what if a butterfly's wings were made of butter? You know, like, it's almost like the song Isn't It Ironic, but it's even stupider. And there's this one moment where he says, what if a fish could play guitar and sing? That would be bizarre. And it cuts to a fish doing all this, and then they unmask the fish,
This
and
is
it's
such
Justin
a
Timberlake.
stupid. This is such a stupid topic that you're bringing up that I'm questioning whether you're actually like AI right now. Are you like an AI version of Dave that you did before the show, and then it's just filling in random words or something?
I am. I am. But, dude, actually, that's a good point that Biscuit Butt just made. He sent $10, thank you for the super chat, for
you.
Imodium
Thank you,
so
Archie.
Josh doesn't blow mud in Mexico. So Josh was telling us before the show started that he
wait, is
has a
blowing mud is like when it's like in those mud baths? Like when I think we signed up for one of the excursions where you
No.
blow mud.
It's when you fart and poop flies out of your
Oh yeah, he's
Okay.
Josh
And
is
since you're not going to be
pre-gaming
bringing
right now.
underwear,
He's-
that's going to be a problem. Make sure Haley doubles up on the underpants is what we're saying.
Yeah.
And don't drink the water. No, so Josh was telling us his stomach's already hurting. And he's not even on the plane.
that
yet.
you don't want to.
So
You don't
good
want to
luck,
go
buddy.
in pre with a pre stomach ache, dude. That's not a good
I
sign.
know.
I will tell you
I'm
this.
nervous.
I have pooped myself in Mexico. It was a rite of passage for people who live there. So I was walking down the street one day just doing my thing, and then it was like, yep,
Yeah.
that's poop. And it was. So it's going to happen,
Like,
probably.
hold
So
on,
just
hold on,
embrace
hold on,
it.
hold on. Hold on. Did you fart and said, "Oh, that's poop," or you didn't even
No,
fart?
I think
Like,
it was
poop
just
fell
all,
out.
like, at the second my brain was thinking, oh, that's a fart, it was already poop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, am I fart? Wait, yeah, it was poop. It was like all instantaneous,
Wow.
and I
happens
had
fast.
to run back and get changed, but at the same time, I felt good. You know, I felt like, yes,
Normally
it
for me
happened.
it's like 90% of the time it's like, oh, I have to fart, but this feels like it could be more, right? Like it feels like
Yeah.
it's something
It's
else
got
might
the
It's like a
happen.
good rom-com. It's
Yeah,
like a
and
good
then you,
romantic
like,
comedy.
you
There
kinda,
might be
like,
more.
Yeah, you try to squeeze it out, and you're like, oh, nope, stop, pull it back in.
But you
We're
still-
going to the
yeah,
toilet to
exactly.
fart. But
Exactly.
every now and then, like, you don't even expect it, and you fart, you're just like, that wasn't a fart at all. I just
that
grabbed
That's
my pants.
gonna it's gonna itch when it dries.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Josh is going to be doing that on the airplane. What are you flying, Spirit?
No. So I saw
love
Graham
Spirit.
Stephan one time. He like was on Instagram and he posted his story. He's like, "Oh, I'm waiting in line at this dumb like Spirit Airlines." I'm like, Graham, you're a multi-millionaire. Why are you flying
Yeah.
Spirit? Like,
Yeah.
like 50.
So
like
you're
this-
flying-
We're flying Delta. Our
United
airport actually
Airways.
only
Look
offers
at that.
American Airlines
Delta
and
snob,
Delta.
where you don't have to pay for your drinks and your Wi-Fi. Good for you.
Hey, I'll do anything for a free ginger ale and those little biscotti cookies.
I heard,
hear that,
who
folks?
was it? I think my wife told me.
Anything.
I think my wife told me it was either American Airlines or Delta. If you're like for Delta Comfort or you know like the one level up,
Comfort Plus.
you can actually get like free white wine.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought
Yep.
that was a paid. I mean, I don't drink white wine. I actually did have a sip of white wine. I've had really bad flight anxiety in my past. And there was one time where I was flying to China. It's a long flight. When you're scared of flying and you're flying to
3 or 4
China,
hours.
you're slightly terrified. And they gave us all like this white wine or champagne. I don't know what it was. It was something like that. And I was like, I'm just going to drink this. Maybe it'll help, because I was about to freak out. My heart was about to explode. As someone who's never drinking like anything in his whole life, I drink this glass of white wine. Dude, I got so sick. I was like as we're taking off, I'm just like, ugh, and I got like super dizzy, and I had to go to the bathroom to barf. So yeah.
I've never been to the bathroom.
There's nothing like flight anxiety and trying a brand new type of sedative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a good mixture. It's never going to work out for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to end up with a weird haircut. You know what I'm saying?
Josh just said he's never used an airport bathroom or an airplane bathroom in his whole life. That's crazy. Like,
I like to plan it out. I have this big anxiety about like having to go to the bathroom on the airplane. Like, I don't want to inconvenience people. And so, like, I would only even consider going if I was on the aisle seat. Like, the last flight we were on, I was in the middle. And this guy, luckily, he had the aisle seat. Haley had the window. I was in the middle. The guy got up. It was a 3-hour flight. And I swear he got up, like, 7 times to go to the bathroom. I'm like, I'm so glad that you are on that seat.
Or bad prostate.
I guess.
Yeah.
But
well,
I'm like,
okay, so what about the inconvenience of the smell of your poop? Because that's a real thing, too. If you stink that thing up and there's someone back there, I've been the receiver of that inconvenience many a time.
Are the seats cheaper back there?
No, yeah, they are, and it's always the littlest old lady. Like, people who look like my mom. They walk in there, they walk out, and you're like, oh my gosh. And the rest of your flight is ruined. So Carrie knows how it is. Carrie's a flyer now.
That's true.
He's finally getting
I was just thinking about, like, why, like, there's always corn. And I don't eat a lot of corn.
There's always corn in the poop. Yeah.
But there's always corn.
Why do we even eat corn?
Corn is delicious. It's delicious. It's a tasty treat.
But obviously our bodies don't absorb it. So what's the point?
It's the shell. Like, I think you have to chew better. I think it reminds me every time that I need to chew better. Because I think if you chew corn, it's not going to re-corn itself like in your intestines. It's going to be
I think it actually does. I think it reforms into corn with the stomach acid. It actually.
Did you guys
That's
know
how there's always corn.
Did you know that you're not supposed to eat the cob?
No.
What?
You're not eating the cob?
You're not.
Get out of town, dude.
I actually learned that from my vet. He said you shouldn't eat the cob.
Your vet was giving you advice on what to eat?
I think he was talking about the dogs, but I was like, is that a dog thing or is that for both dogs and humans? He's like, yeah, it's for humans too. You shouldn't eat the cob.
You brought a stool sample to your vet, and he told you not to eat the cob.
I told him it was my dogs and to get them to test it. Because the vet is just so much cheaper. It's so much cheaper than going to the hospital.
That's a TikTok right there. Here's how to save money on an exam.
They're the same. It's the same thing. It's the same doctor. They don't know.
Resell? Is this a reselling show?
No, we should. This is a good time to do the Bolo of the week, guys.
Josh is the fakest reseller. Josh, as a fake reseller, what do you enjoy fake reselling the most?
Shoes, right? I haven't done it in a while, but I really like the package pictures on Instagram.
Oh,
Haley and I would just spend hours just like sealing up priority boxes with nothing inside just to get that fulfillment of like 200 likes.
What is the future? The future of package pictures. I feel like the future of package pictures. It is AI. You're right.
Like, generate a picture of a large pile of packages, and then it'll do it. So it saves me so much time.
I was thinking like we're gonna see robots doing the picking for us, but that's even better. I like that.
This guy did text me one time or message me on Instagram. He's like, "Hey, I have an idea for an app. I want to pitch you." I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And it was when the Amazon bin stores were really big. He was like, "I want the app. You just like turn the camera on and you just scan the bins with the phone, and the camera just like looks up everything on eBay for you and tells you what the valuable items are.
What to grab?
What to grab." I'm like,
grab this. That's
I'm
cool.
like, I don't see how that will work. If it does work, I'm in. But
exactly.
Okay, so let me see.
It's hard enough to get a photo that makes me not look like fat. How are we going to get like that kind of technology? You know what I'm saying? That's like far-fetched. Ooh.
Dude, that already exists. All you have to do is edit. I know several people who look very different on their Instagram account than they do in real life. Like, I'll be with them in a picture, right? I will be at the thing with them. We'll be at dinner together. I will see them. I'll have a picture of them. Like, we sit in front of a gazebo and we take pictures together, right? And on my phone, that person looks very different than what ends up on
gazebo
Instagram.
picture I've taken with you.
Dude, we take a lot of gazebo. Hey, Disgruntled Octopus, Carrie, you're supposed to be watching for the super chat.
Yeah, Disgruntled Octopus, $8.88. If you're all eating corn cobs, I'm slithering back into the ocean.
I giggled because I read the comment
Octopus.
first. I read the comment first, and then I saw the username. And
Disgruntled Octopus. That's great.
You get it? It's an octopus.
Disgruntled
They're
octopus.
actually smarter than human beings, guys. And
Yeah.
when you look at them, their face is on the other side than what you think. At least for me, every time.
Yeah,
I always
they
think
can
the
also
arms are in front.
They
but
can
I think
also
they're in
fit
back.
through the eye of a needle.
What?
So, really, that's interesting.
No, it's not that.
What if they're
they
rich?
can't- It's like
If
the
they're
only
rich and
thing
they can fit through the eye.
they
of a
can
needle?
fit through any hole that is as large or larger than their beak. Everything else can
Okay.
scoosh in there.
I
This
did
is
not
nice.
know that
Did you know?
octopi had
Did
beaks.
you know tortoises or turtles, guys? Did you know this? They have nerve endings on their back, and if you touch the nerve endings on a turtle, they feel it, and it makes them happy. I assume because they let
Josh
you do
left
it.
with your boring fact, bro. Let me
Well,
try
no,
a good
hey,
fact.
Kevin's
Get him back
not here, so we
Cheetahs
have to
run.
bore people at some
Cheetahs
point.
run 80 miles an hour. Okay. Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
You liked
I did turn
that
the fan
fact?
on.
Thunder,
All this-
thunder makes loud noise. Boom.
Hey, speaking of Disgruntled Octopus, he is one of our mega super chatter / Patreons. Okay, so he is our Patreon. He's the wealthy as a Kevin tier, which Josh also
yes.
should get a mention as being
Yes,
a
he's
member
also
of
wealthy
the
as a
tier.
Kevin, which we know.
So
we know.
We're gonna just shout them out like we always do. Harry Tornado, Disgruntled Octopus, Diana, Austin, Chick Favors, Superhero Headquarters, The SoCal Flipper, ABC Matt, Sales by Tony, Des Hardy, New Jersey Picker, Rob Moreau,
FaZe Clan also a FaZe Clan. They just subbed.
I also
FaZe
saw
Clan?
Gordon Ramsay in there the other day.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay's in there.
And Gordon
Ramsay's in there.
Biersch as well. Gordon
all the
Biersch.
Oh, yeah,
Gordons.
remember we
Gordon
brought-
Levitt.
Des
Jo-
Hardy.
Gordon
Jordan
Bombay.
Celery
Jordan.
Salad,
Gordon
Logan
Bombay. I
Martin,
was super excited for that one.
Biscuit Butt. Oh, Biscuit Butt, I
Jeff-
got you in there.
Jeff Gordon.
Okay, we got them all.
Jeff Gordon.
Gosh, you guys are amazing. Thank you. And we got another 888 from the Disgruntled Octopus, by the way. Of course we're
Of
smarter.
course we
don't
are
eat
smarter.
corn
We
cobs.
don't eat corn cobs. We said it at the same time.
That is true. That is true. Thank you, Disgruntled Octopus. We appreciate your support. But yeah, okay, so does anyone do the reselling thing? Because I was channeling my inner Josh
I've heard of it.
this weekend and bought golf clubs. I bought golf clubs, Josh. And
I,
you
actually,
wouldn't
I
shut up
actually
about it,
think
too.
that
You
I
were
think
very
golf
proud of
clubs are the
yourself.
I think golf
am.
clubs are the easiest thing to sell on eBay. They're
yeah,
kind of
they sell
difficult
so
to ship.
fast.
Yeah, super fast. Like I think the sell-through rate on golf clubs is
Have you ever
probably-
tried to sell
probably
Beanie
better
Babies
than
before
video
on
games.
eBay?
Video games are close. I want to see somebody pull up the data to see like the overall sell-through rate between used golf clubs and used video games and see what it is because I think it's
golf
close.
clubs are selling fast. I mean, I listed
$1.50 sports cards,
8
guys.
on
It's
Friday
the
and
future.
sold 2 already. Yeah, $1.50 sports cards.
I
No, so
actually
telling
think
you,
it's
it's the
Beanie
future.
Babies.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Beanie Babies.
I'm actually officially getting to the point where I don't even get excited about video games anymore at yard sales because like just so few of them are worth money. Mm-hmm. Like there was a while where like everything was worth like $10 at least with a video game. Now it's like $3 free shipping, $5 free shipping for like half the games I find.
I'm not buying
Gary,
Madden 07
Hot
if it's
Duke
over
Duke.
$10 anymore.
The Hot Duke.
Oh, hey,
dude.
Hot Duke. What's
Did
up?
he even super chat or did he just write?
Is that the
150?
real Hot Duke or is this a different
I
Hot
don't
Duke?
know. It's the Duke
I feel
of
like
Hot
it's an
Dukes.
imposter.
It
I didn't
might
even
be.
know
I
they
don't know.
could
It's hard to
super
say.
chat so little. $1.50? Is that even possible?
He's very much appreciative
So
of your super
appreciative.
chat. Folks.
I do appreciate it, but I mean,
No, but
I
like
just didn't
Terry
know that
instantly
was a number
equates
they
it
could
to
do.
how much Del Taco he can buy, and that's not even enough
Listen,
for a soda.
this is all
so he's
going
like,
to Kevin, but Kevin is very. He's like Glenn Ross. If you've seen that, he's a sales
always be selling.
guy, and he's always be selling, and he's going to get very mad at us if we don't perform. I don't want to be fired again, guys. I get fired a lot.
Leroy's in the house. Josh is the first, nicest, and fake reseller I've met from the YouTube. Great guest. Yeah,
man
so
Leroy.
he's the nicest fake YouTuber.
Leroy is
real
actually
YouTuber.
Leroy's a fake seller as well because I saw him with my own eyes at the flea market and he only had like 8 tables of inventory and
Wow.
I think any flea market seller should have at least 50 tables.
Wait, was he selling at your flea market?
He was selling at a flea market in South Carolina. I think he's from South Carolina, but
He is.
was at a one up north of the state.
Yeah.
I saw him.
Yeah, he's
Said
near-
I didn't buy
near
anything
to
from him because he
Charlotte,
had
I
his he didn't have the tarps off his table yet. I think he overslept that day. But yeah,
Wow,
he's
it
super
was-
fake. He probably only
Wow,
sells
shots
like
fired.
$20,000-$30,000
Shots fired, Josh.
in tools a month.
No, I like Leroy. Leroy's a nice guy. I wonder when I'm going to
Leroy
see
is
him again.
wonderful.
Leroy, when are you coming
I
to
like
Florida?
Leroy.
Okay, so
could
everyone
see
likes
all of
Leroy.
us if he comes
This
back
has
to
been the
FlipCon this year.
Leroy segment of the show, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. So let's talk about FlipCon. I heard from a little bird named Haley, and you're one of the birds. It was two birds. Okay,
two birds.
That you are not going to do FlipCon 2024 or
not.
2025 or 2026. So we're officially requesting the license to the name FlipCon for all future Trash Cash events after July.
We're going to
August,
use
whenever.
it, and we're going to destroy it.
That's fine.
Yes, we will be dragging it through the mud.
I might give away the LLC on Whatnot. Maybe I'll just
there you go.
Just give away the LLC. I don't know what it's worth, but yeah, we just
At least $1.
Caleb is still talking this year, but Haley and I have kind of taken over the whole like planning process. It's just a lot.
Caleb's lazy. Clip it.
He's not lazy. He just last year we split the responsibilities.
Oh, they split. Josh and Caleb split. Clip it.
We did. We're not friends anymore.
Josh hates Penix resell. What is it? Penix resell?
Penix.
Not
Penix Penix.
Yeah, his true fans are called Penixes. But
so Josh, go on. I'm sorry.
It was fun. It was fun last year, which is why we want to do it again. And then this year, it's just stuff. We're doing the house. We want to travel more. We're thinking about having kids finally, and it's just a lot going on. And I also.
So you're telling me you don't want to do a flipper convention in a hotel in Charlotte anymore? That's not part of the big dreams?
That wasn't on your bucket list?
No. To be honest with you, it was super fun. Like I don't want anybody to think it like I
Except
loved
for the boring parts. There was boring parts.
Yeah, there was a lot of boring parts. Though,
when Dave was up there,
the learning
was really
was
bad.
not for
Dave's
me.
segment was the worst.
There's
a good reason why he's not speaking.
If you guys weren't at FlipCon, there was literally a moment I was like, I had the microphone walking through the audience, like asking them questions on the panel, and I was like, Dave, I'm not sure what else I can ask you at this point. I just couldn't come up with another question to ask.
New Jersey Picker sent us $2. Acknowledge me. 2 is the lowest you can write on. You're acknowledged, New Jersey Picker.
So New Jersey Picker.
We're not going to say that you have a channel or anything. And raise heck resell $10.
Probably not on YouTube.
This is to pay Dave back for those 2 trash bags at the estate sale. Oh, thank you. Yeah,
those
I did.
are expensive trash bags,
dude. No, Josh.
$5
What
a piece?
happened? What happened is I went to an estate sale. They had nothing. So I'm about to leave because there's nothing good. And I was like, I shouldn't be buying garbage right now. As I'm walking out the door, he's like, fill a garbage bag for $5. I want everything gone now. And I'm like, okay. And so I just take all the crap, $10. So now it's free because he just, well, not really, because YouTube takes his 40%, Kevin takes his 80%, and me, Carrie, get 10.
Yeah,
so anyway, we're close. We're on our way.
If YouTube takes 40, Kevin takes 80, so you guys
we both owe
10%,
but I pay the 20, and Dave says he'll get
each.
back to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, it costs us money when you guys give us a...
So, guys, has FlipCon sold out?
No, we've sold like 110 tickets or something. Last year we sold
So a massive amount of tickets are left? A massive, some would say?
Yeah, we have
a lot of tickets?
190 tickets left. So last year it was a day and a half. It was 3 meals, and it was $295. This year's 2.5 days, a whole extra day with 5 meals, and we only increased the ticket price with inflation to $329. So only $35 more, which I didn't think would affect the price.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, and Josh only personally gets $300 of each of those dollars. So every time you get a ticket, Josh keeps $300, and the rest gets the food. By the way, the food is ramen.
The food is
guys, you are getting one half of a Ritz cracker and just a little bit of water.
The food. Don't listen to him, guys. The food's really good. It's just expensive
the Fire
having
Festival
an event at a hotel
for resellers.
Josh, you know what? I know you get a lot of flack. You've shared the number. You shared the food was like $250, $270 per
$270 per person. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's expensive. You're nicer than me.
We're making $59 in profit per ticket, and then that money is used to pay for the speakers. We're paying, whether we pay you a speaker fee or like we're paying for a couple people to fly in, like Ashley and TJ, and then we're buying swag to put in the swag bags and giveaways, stuff like that. So. I think 200 tickets. If we sell 200 tickets, that would be about break even, and then anything after that would be a little bit of profit. Last year we did a little bit better than we thought we would. So if we lose money this year, I'll just kind of average it out.
Josh did better than he thought he would, and then he sent me some money. So just so you understand all the bull crap about Josh being selfish or
all the
greedy.
speakers. Like we ended up at the end, we tallied everything up. I'm like, Caleb, we should send our speakers some more money. So I think we paid you guys double. Yeah, like just double what we originally agreed on.
Yeah.
I'm a good person.
I don't know. I think just trust us, guys. He's not a bad
Please
person.
come to FlipCon this year. I don't want to lose money like Dave did on the
I did.
back.
On everything
We
he's
only
ever
lost
bought.
we only lost like $1,200. It's fine. It's not a
Dude,
big deal. But it was a
that's
much smaller
nothing.
scale.
That's
Yeah, it was a
nothing.
much smaller scale. It was a much
Yeah,
smaller
yeah.
scale. So we didn't have as much at risk, right? But we did
Yeah.
shut down the restaurant, which I think is like a real accomplishment for us.
Oh, yeah.
We had our
Yeah.
event, and then they announced they're going out of business.
Yeah, the next week, Gordon Biersch is
should have
out
had
of
a bigger
business.
event. Our
Yeah.
FlipCon single-handedly keeps that hotel in Charlotte in business.
The Sheridan.
That's how expensive it is.
Yeah. Well, I think, this time we're going to do another Trash to Cash event. This time we're going to try to charge enough so that not only do we not have to spend out of pocket, but maybe we could also even get like our hotel rooms paid for or something personally. That would be cool. I think that would be the
Daddy
event,
needs
right?
a
Or
gold
the
chain.
goal.
I keep saying that.
No, I think
Daddy needs a gold chain.
The goal of that
Mm-hmm.
type of event is to be able to put it on, get everyone there for a reasonable price, and not
And
lose
make a
money.
lot of money.
Yeah.
That'd be my
Yeah.
goal. I mean, I guess that's
Make
not everyone's goal.
lots
Some
of
people
money.
want to make. Some people do make a lot of money on events. That's true. Like VCon, I bet you Gary is making some sick money this
Dude,
weekend.
Yeah, he
Vid
just
Summit.
shows up too.
Yeah.
Vid Summit Vid Summit is a YouTube conference put on by Daryl Eves, who's a YouTube coach. Mr. Beast is a co-owner, and Sean Duras.
Yeah.
Tickets to that are like $1,200 a pop. And I've been twice. First time was 2021, and they had like 500 people there. It was one of the best events ever. Totally worth it. Last year, they oversold tickets. The hotel only fits like 900 people. There was probably 2,000 people there. Nowhere to sit. They ran out of food at every meal. The worst event I've ever been to. I think that's a good example of like, I think there's a little bit of greed there because obviously they're making a ton of money.
Did you still feel like it was worth it because of the people you met?
The people were cool, but honestly, there's so many people, you wouldn't have to have a ticket. You could just go to the hotel and just, there's Mr. Beast. There's
Gotcha.
like, I saw Ryan Trahan just
Yeah.
outside chilling, waiting for an Uber. I was like, what's up,
Yeah,
man?
he's not.
Just
he's
out
not
trying to
very good
give
at
pennies
YouTube.
to people or whatever.
New England Betty Boop.
he was like, hey,
I don't watch his
I'll buy something
videos.
for a
I'm
penny.
assuming that's what he does in them.
He
New
did
England
that
Betty
series.
Boop
Dude, you
dropped
should
the
watch
super
that
chat.
series.
Yeah,
It was
watch
good.
the
I have
super
watched
chat.
some of it.
So,
That's
yeah,
where I
the
got
super chat's more
Picking Across
important than
America.
Ryan Trahan. New England Betty Boop wants to know why we're getting fat again, Carrie, and I think it's a good question. I think it's a fair
It is.
question. And Josh, you too. We're all getting
I
fat
love
again.
that she
Yeah.
put lifestyle change in quotation.
Yeah,
quotation
quote,
marks.
you're getting fat, boys.
Lifestyle change. Hey, I weigh exactly the same as when I started, so I have not gained any weight. Yeah.
I still
I
weigh the
lost
same
20
as,
and I haven't gained since I lost the 20. I think I gained like a half a pound. So I need to actually lose
and
more, though.
I'm still down, whatever it was, 35. I have not gained, but I'm
Dave
not
carries all his
losing
weight in his fat
in my
face.
face.
Like,
I have a
his
fat
face
face,
is
a
where he
fat
carries
little
most of
baby
It's a
his
face.
baby face.
Yeah.
He's
Resell to
ripped.
ride
He's actually
80
fairly ripped. It's kind of off-putting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just because I don't wear shirts around you. But, Carrie, you want to read
Yeah,
this
well-
super chat?
Yeah, a lady running a sale in my video last week said she won't watch Josh anymore because you talk about the rent house too much. I was appalled. Her loss.
What do you think, Josh?
When we were
Yeah.
exploring the idea of doing this, I was like, we're probably going to lose 3 to 5% of our audience, but I think we'll gain 10 to 15% in new viewers. And so far, I think that's held up. I mean, if you could look at our views and the videos and titles and thumbnails that are clearly about the house, they don't perform way better or way worse than videos that are about the flea market or bins. And it gives a story, and that's so valuable because it was getting to a point in our videos where we just go to the flea market, go to the bins, buy stuff, sell stuff, make money,
Buy
bam.
sneakers, lose money on them.
Paying
Yes, we know.
$60 for shoes, selling them for $40. It gets boring.
I
after a
only
while.
watch Josh videos that are him buying Goodwill pallets and then working his butt off for 2 weeks trying to sell garbage.
Oh my gosh, we could talk
That
about
must
this
have been
too,
so much work, by the way, because I went, you inspired me. I went
Mm-hmm.
all the way to Greensboro and I bought 2 pallets and I freaking loaded them on my truck and drove them home.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent 3 days going through them and it was awful. I was like, why is he doing this?
All right, so with the house, I'm gonna go back to the house and then I'll jump on the pallet for a second. The house, we just wanted a story for people to follow along. Like we're gonna do the same thing we've already been doing, flea market bins, thrift stores, whatever. But now we have this goal that I think is smart. Like no matter what kind of business you're in, I think it's smart to diversify your income.
No, diversify.
Diversify.
Yes.
Yeah, diversify your income.
Yep.
And if we keep doing this, people like it. We do, 8-10 houses. One day we might be able to just retire, and just be landlords.
Not allowed.
Not allowed. But then with the
Not
pallets, I got overly excited with the pallets because I found a couple good things, but then the videos started popping off. So I went to this one Goodwill, and they had 3, and I bought all of them, and I had no way of getting them home. So I
remember that. You had to rent a truck.
Yeah, I went and rented a truck, which for one day, it was like $290. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I didn't have a pallet jack. So I used the Goodwill's pallet jack to roll it. It had like the drop gate. So I dropped it down, loaded the pallets on the truck, took them home. But then when I got home, I didn't have a way to get the pallets off the truck. So I just like on the truck, and this was like in July, like so hot in the metal truck. So I was just going through the pallets little by little, pulling stuff off, putting it in bins in the driveway. And then as it got light enough, I was just like dragging it with my hands off to the loading gate. And then I had to repackage the pallets so I could go through them again on video, because I didn't want to just like not have a video over these 3 pallets. Dave, wake up!
Yeah, this is Kevin. This is Kevin level boring.
Kevin paid you to bore us.
Yeah, that was. I don't know what you said. I think you said you were dragging stuff. What were you talking about?
Yeah, he had a dragon. He had a dragon in his backyard, and he was eating the Goodwill pallets.
It was a lot of work.
I'm sure
it
the
was worth
viewers
it.
Appreciated the story.
It was worth it.
I have ADD. I don't know
He's
if you
used
knew
to
that,
trying
Josh.
to
I renamed my whole channel because I have
pad
it so
his
bad.
video time so that he can get more ads in. So we understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
We appreciate that.
Yesterday's video was like 30 minutes long.
Dude,
I
how do you
saw
guys do 30-minute
one
videos? I don't know how you do
YouTuber
it.
released a video that was over an hour long.
Yeah.
Mr. Fliper of the Philadelphia.
You can look at Thrifting Vegas, Tiffany. Do you know her?
Yeah,
she always does like hour.
She kills it.
Videos.
Over an hour long videos. She's making.
She does them in
She's
British,
probably making more
too.
than we are.
Wow.
She does daily
She does
vlogs.
them in
She's probably
British.
making more. Yeah, she speaks British.
I like how I do
standard
enjoy
British.
that Josh grouped us into, like, maybe when he says more than we are, he means all 3 combined, because we're not making what you're making, Josh. I don't know if you knew that. We're making double it on our Patreon, sponsored by
Patreon
Tommy
alone.
Bernard.
Yeah.
Dude,
The
so
Patreon
we are
has
gonna
made
this,
us
mostly
independently
we have
wealthy.
Josh on. We have Josh on to talk about our new course. By the way, we've got a new reselling course.
Yep.
Actually,
the course
Susquehanna
teaches you
Picker.
how to start your own listing business.
No, it teaches you how to start a YouTube channel and be a fake reseller.
Oh, you don't need a course for that.
That is the.
Susquehanna Picker. Was Kevin not allowed on because he can't grow a beard? Yes, that is. He has alopecia of the face, and so he was not allowed on.
Yeah, I saw him like with a little bit of scruff once, and it looked normal. He should do it. He'd look weird with a beard.
What he
though,
lacks
I
in
think.
beard, he
Look
makes
very-
up for in bracelets.
He does. Do you
is
have your
true.
bracelets on, Josh? I thought you'd be
don't.
here with like a golfing hat and some sunglasses
I
on
probably
top.
should have threw on my Titleist cap and a couple bracelets, but Haley doesn't have bracelets, and I don't have bracelets. I have rubber bands, but I don't think that would. Kevin's way more dulled.
That's what
than-
Kevin's
than
doing
that.
under the tree all the time. He's just making little bracelets. That's a side hustle of his. He's just making.
Yeah, he has
bracelets.
another
usually
YouTube channel where
keeps
they
them.
just resell bracelets.
Yeah.
One of his kids runs that. Kevin's really
I guarantee
he's
it.
really found the loophole where you can pay your kids like $12,000 a year, and then
Yeah,
they don't
that's the
pay
thing.
taxes on that. And yeah,
That's why you want to have a kid, right? Isn't that the whole point?
Dude, Kevin's saving like $50,000 a year
tax
just by paying his
reasons.
kids, and then he's taking the money from his kids in rent.
I heard, I'm trying not to look at the chat, but someone in the chat was
donating
talking
a
about
dollar
naming
back to
Josh's
him.
kid.
Is what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about naming Josh's kid in the chat, and I'm thinking deduction 1, deduction 2, just each kid has,
Yeah.
tax write-off 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and you know what? When you have kids, you can look forward to 15 years from now when they don't ever want to talk to you or see you. Not that I'm a depressed dad, but, it does happen. Prepare yourself.
Gosh, Dad, I'm so embarraed.
Why are you
Dave, I
embarrassed?
will say
Yeah.
your haircut's looking very good. I saw your haircut
hate
on
my
Whatnot or
haircut.
YouTube,
Yeah.
and it actually
Yeah, it
inspired
was
me to get my
aggressively
haircut.
bad.
I went to the lady. I was like, "Can you make me look like ADH Dave?" And she said, "Who's that?" And I said,
Dave.
"Just like a
Just
douchebag,
NC Picker."
Just like
Yeah.
nice fade,
Just go as high up as you can. It's
Like, just
high
like
up.
shade
shade
not even
everything,
fade.
and then give me like
Yeah,
a
just
toupee
right
right on
up
top."
to there.
Not even a fade. Just make it look like my hair is fake. That's what I asked
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
I told the guy, I said, you know what's the worst thing is? Like, I didn't have the heart to tell him how much I hated it. Right? Like, I wish I had the heart to be like, dude, this sucks. Like, it's really bad. You know this is bad, right?
Maybe
But I didn't have the heart
reconsider
to tell
what you're
him.
doing.
And I even gave him a tip. Like, everything
I'm the
you have
same
to
way.
tip for, right?
I'm
And
the
it's
same
like...
way.
What I saw, was it you that sent me this? Me and my brother sent it to me. It was this guy, like, a comedian talking about the tip society nowadays and how, like, you have to tip everyone, and he hates going to Starbucks, and they turn around the iPad and say, the iPad's just going to ask you a few questions. Like, you don't know what it's going to ask.
You know,
I
Come
love
on,
that.
we
Yeah,
all
it's very
know
funny.
the question the iPad's going to be
I saw a
asking.
thing,
video
I don't know
today,
why-
and it was it was like this guy at like a Catholic church, and the priest like gave him the bread or whatever. He took it. He's like, "Thank you." And he turns around, and the priest is like, and he's holding an iPad with like
10%, 20%.
Yeah.
Zero is not an option. 10, 20, or 50.
I don't understand why you're nice to strangers, Dave, but to me, you'll wake me up at like 1 p.m. with something mean. Like something that I'm not doing right.
Wake me up.
You'll be like, you know what
Carrie,
you should do?
I sent you
everything different, all of it.
I sent you that TikTok today or yesterday about how your true friends are the ones who will call you out on your bullcrap and help you get
that's
better.
all you do.
But this
I
gives
never
you
get
a lot of
hey, you look
bullcrap.
beautiful today, Carrie. I never hear that
Well,
once.
just do a good job, and then I won't have to be so mean.
I love that.
it's
That was
not
very
that
funny
hard.
that you sent that too. You're like, I'm a real friend because I'm always mean to you.
I was justifying my meanness to you. Yes, I wanted you to remember that when you feel sad and hurt and a little bit like lonely, just remember that my hate is actually love. That's all it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a loving thing. So,
Dave,
okay,
Dave, I
yes,
do
sir.
like your haircut though. I don't think it looks bad.
I hate it. I hate it with a
It
passion.
looks
Did
better
you
now
watch
that it's grown in a little bit.
Okay, so here's what happened, and this happens all the time. It's like this hyper focus thing that happens to ADHD people, where they get their idea in their head and then they just go all in on it like a psychopath for like a week. So last week I had this random thought of, hey, maybe I should change my channel name. You know, have drastic consequences. Talked about it briefly on the show on Sunday night, and then Monday I had just launched. Everything's changed. I messaged Josh. I messaged Carrie and Kevin. They all thought it was fine, and you know.
And the video
I
was 1 of
messaged-
10.
The video is great. A lot of
And
people viewed it.
the video is 1 of 10, despite the wrong video being uploaded for an hour.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yes.
Dave, you want to talk
All right.
about that a little
Yes.
bit?
Let's just say I am doing too much in my life, guys. The Hot Duke gave another $1. Thank you, Hot Duke.
Thanks, Hot Duke,
Appreciate that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just doing a lot in my life. And so I record this video saying I'm changing my channel name. I make an epic thumbnail. Did you like that thumbnail?
I did, yeah, I liked
It's
it.
freaking
Did you
good
actually print
thumbnail.
out your logo, or is that edited?
No, I edited that. I just made that in Figma. And so,
Nice.
like, yeah, I used Photo Room and some magic there. But yeah, so I make this epic thumbnail where I'm trashing my logo, and it's like the end of NC Picker. It was so good. It was so good. And it was
one of the
you
only
know,
one of your videos that I've ever watched, so it
that's
was a good
fair.
thumbnail.
I can't blame you. They're not
It was
great
4
videos.
minutes long, so I made it. I didn't quite make it all the way through.
I
but
didn't
got
make it all the
gist
way
of
through
I think
either.
you changed your name.
As long as you got 2 minutes in, I think I get some money. So, the Hot Duke is in the house with $2 this time. You know, if you could have just done 5 in the
I
beginning.
still don't
Hot
know if that's
Duke.
the actual Hot Duke, though. That might be an impersonator.
But the Hot Duke
let
does
us know
say
if it's
in
the
the
real one.
house every time. Anyways, so I upload it and I'm like nervous, right? Do you ever do that where you get nervous about a video and you won't look at the comments or anything? You're just like stressed out, like people are gonna hate it, like that sort of stuff, or is that just me? Or you just go right to the comments because of your ego?
I want to know
Gary?
how well it's doing right away, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I ignored the comments.
I immediately checked. 1 Foot Flippers in the chat. I know we're not supposed to talk about chat, but
No, please
he
don't
says,
talk about
I wonder
him.
if Josh ever saw my "Is Harry Tornado spying on your eBay store" video. I have not, but that sounds interesting, so I'll definitely check it out. I did see his video.
That's
his
the-
video that went
How about you
viral,
answer,
sort of.
though?
Oh,
Wait, what?
listen, 1/5 Flipper. I think you owe us a retroactive super chat. Just saying. That was
Retroactive.
a
Yeah,
pretty good
sorry, you have
shout-out.
to pay for that answer.
That's true. We've said your name 3 times.
And talked about a specific video that people will now go look up. So, you know, I think maybe give us
Yeah.
10% of that ad revenue
I
at some
think
point. Okay,
30.
30%. So, I didn't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the video. Yeah, so I uploaded the video. I didn't
Yeah.
want to look at it. 20 minutes go by. I'm on the phone with my friend Brandon. And he's like, I was like, I didn't look at the comments. I'm scared too. He's like, I'm going to look at him. He's like, how come the top comment is someone, you know, what's going on? Is Dave okay? Like, all the comments are very confused. And I'm just like, why are they confused? It's a very clear video of, you know, I'm changing my name. And then Resell to Rome sends me a message, said, congrats. And I said, what? He's like, I'm quitting your job. Isn't that what your video means? I'm like, no. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I don't know. The video is just you sitting there staring at the camera. And I'm like, oh. And so I go and I look, and of course, it's the totally wrong video. Just literally a video of me making faces at the camera trying to get like a thumbnail face. Right? Because I'll like do a video of a bunch of faces, and then I'll like pull the picture as a screen grab and use it as my thumbnail. And so it was just me like doing this kind of crap for like 3 minutes.
Yeah. I love that. That's my favorite time of the
Everyone's
day
so
when I'm
confused.
doing thumbnail pictures.
It was a 1 out of 10, had almost 1,000 views in 20 minutes, and I was like, oh crap. And so I pulled it down, and that was pretty embarrassing. That was most embarrassing moment of the week, for sure.
Definitely
And then I
the week.
re-uploaded it, and it still got a 1 out of 10. Because
It's not the month, because I've seen other videos that were embarrassing, even more so.
One Foot Flipper, thank you for paying for your mention. First time I ever done this, he says. $3. Appreciate that. Now we don't have to send our goons to take money from you. Okay, so anyway.
These guys definitely can't afford goons, guys. Don't think they can.
We don't have any goons. Yeah. So, okay. I'm looking at the chat. I have to work really hard not to look at the chat because I get distracted easily.
This is not good if you're an ADH Dave.
Yeah, we are going to talk to you a little bit in the chat at the end. So if you hold off, you can talk amongst yourselves. $1 from a Husker Flipping. Thank you for the super chat. We are reading super chats because, we'll do anything for money. But,
that is true.
Ask anyone.
Anything.
We will do literally anything. Anything at all.
Anything.
Carrie's nipples can get pierced. Whatever it is.
Exactly.
Like, what is the money? How much would someone need to pay right now?
They already are pierced.
I'll pierce my nipples for free.
You'll do it for free.
Dude,
well, that's because they're already pierced.
I've
You're a
actually
little
always
early
wanted
to be
to get
having
the
the
triangle.
midlife crisis, though, dude.
Do you guys know what the triangle is?
No, tell us. Is it wiener, nipple?
No, it doesn't go that way. It's belly button, nipple. And it's just
belly
like
button.
belly button, nipple right in the middle.
You got to go for the rectangle then,
Yeah,
because then you can.
I've had my ears pierced, I had my tongue pierced, and I had a dermal piercing on my forearm. And people were like, "Wow, I didn't expect that to be true."
So you were like super.
Did you listen to like MCR?
I was really into. I used to straighten my hair and had piercings. I really wanted to get snake bites.
Favorite band in high school? What is it?
Coheed and Cambria.
Okay, well that's more like stoner music, though, isn't it?
I actually wasn't a stoner, but I get that it was stoner music. Yeah.
Okay, so what was your second? Because I feel like we got to get into the world of punk, right?
You'd think that, but I don't know. I listened to whatever my friends were listening to at the time.
Cisco, the Thong Song.
No,
primarily.
No,
Soulja Boy. He's younger
we actually
than us,
listen
so this
to
is
Soulja
like
Boy a lot. Yes. The
How
Superman.
old are you, Josh? 30?
I'm 32.
32. Okay.
You got to remember, he's like 7-8 years younger than us, Dave.
Yeah.
So he has a different high school experience.
So he wasn't doing
us.
the Green
We were
Day,
listening
the
to
the MCR.
In Sync, 98 Degrees,
Britney
Backstreet
Spears,
Boys,
Christina Aguilera,
Britney Spears,
Kevin was listening to Bing
S
Crosby.
Club 7.
Yes, Kevin was listening to Bing Crosby.
Those guys.
Grams and Pops Vintage,
Just the
$10.
pop.
I wonder if Josh has ever watched our once-in-a-lifetime find video from 2 weeks ago about a very specific garage sale find that everyone should totally go watch right now. Have you, Josh?
Well done.
I haven't, but now I feel like I should. That's a great title.
That was really good. This is just like business write-offs, guys. Like business write-offs, guys. Just advertise. Carrie, we're gonna mute Carrie.
Carrie's fine. He's fine.
Carrie has at least one technical issue per show.
Even if you're not promoting yourself, super chats are still a business write-off, guys. You can write them off. I write them off as advertising. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're just trying to get your name out there.
Highlighted this one, but it was a good chat.
Okay,
I don't know
I'm
how to undo this. There we go. Hey, you're back. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Just some echo action.
Sorry.
Okay, so we had a few people. Now, if you're part of our Patreon, shill. Oh, wait, what do we need to shill? Kevin probably sent you a message, Josh. What are you supposed to talk about?
I don't. Supply Hut. Supply Hut. Use code trash to cash to get 5% off. You guys can get a better discount than that.
Oh, I got one.
It's pretty weak.
Bedford
You guys are worse
been
than
making
than,
subpar subs for over 25 years. Go visit the Bedford Blimpies, and you'll probably not get murdered.
You guys are.
I don't know.
You guys are worse than the Bed Bath & Beyond stores. They claim to be going out of business, and they're giving you like 10% off. You can't even use the 20% off coupon anymore, so it's more expensive than normal.
He comes to us, Josh. He's like, I got a deal, right? An affiliate deal for the podcast, right? The Supply Hut is willing to buy me a third shed if we talk about them once a week and give people 5% off. That's all we get.
Everything is somehow we're wrapped into his world, but we're not getting his world's money. He's on vacation.
It's weird.
In some private island somewhere, while his family's at home. I think. Technically running the business, from what I understand.
Yeah,
and
he often
he's
brags.
getting affiliate deals for us to do for him.
Too. Yeah, he's not humble about it. He'll be like, I make more in affiliate money than Josh makes in ad revenue. He says that all the time. Like,
he sent us a video that was 2 seconds of a beach with no context. Just
that was random. There was some music.
That was no context, nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is
Where
that?
in Mexico are you?
So I think if that's true, if they're really buying him a shed. So a shed, I don't know how big it is, but a shed's probably like $6,000 to $8,000, something like that.
I have no concept of money either.
Let's say a little. It's got to be less than $10,000. So like a company paying $10,000 to be advertised in how many episodes?
3 a week times
They
forever.
get to be a part. I think he says they get to be a part of the
It's 1
Commonwealth
year.
multiverse.
It's 1 year.
They're part of
It's
the
1 year.
multiverse
The
at that point.
multiverse.
That- I mean,
it's
that's a
1 year,
really-
3 episodes a week.
So that's a lot of advertising for not
Dude,
that much
he did
money.
not charge. I know what he charged. He did not charge them enough.
So generally, for those of you out there interested in this, we can talk about this. Like brand deals for YouTube channels, we can't get into the like specifics of like exact numbers with exact brands, but generally, you got to think what a brand is paying YouTube. So like YouTube, a CPM, YouTube, for a company to advertise like a 5-second YouTube ad, they're probably going to pay, I don't know, like $30, like $30 to $40 per 1,000 views. And that's just a 5-second ad that everybody skips. Like, have you ever bought anything from a YouTube ad? Ever?
Always.
Always.
I
Okay,
actually
Dave
buy
is
it.
the
I want
outlier.
to keep. I want to keep it alive. You know, the economy alive. So I keep.
I'm only
buying
buying off Facebook ads personally.
Facebook.
But I
ads,
use
that's the
stolen
good
credit
one.
cards. I use Josh's stolen credit cards. So there's
Yeah.
that.
That's the best thing to do. So you got to think, if a company is paying, say, $40 to YouTube for 1,000 views on a 5-second ad, how much more would they be willing to pay the actual content creator for 60 seconds of a personalized delivery? So you get an ad that's 30 times longer. No, the math's not right. A lot long, 55 seconds longer, directly from the person. And you're already paying YouTube $40 for 1,000 views. So if you have a video or YouTube channel that gets 100,000 views, like we do on average, like there's a lot of value there. And that's where the brand deals come into play. So I don't know exactly
If I
how
were
many
to send
views
you-
Kevin is getting, but
Let's do a hypothetical, Josh. If I were to send you like a $20 Barnes & Noble gift card, would you just scream
That's
my
my
name
favorite
out
store.
randomly in one of your videos at some point for no reason?
I would.
No context at all?
Yeah, I would.
It's good to know.
I didn't listen to most of that, but I bet the viewers enjoyed it. So where are you going in Mexico, Josh?
Cancun, baby.
A little spring break. You gonna be flashing that triangle? You know.
Yeah. I just hope it
About to-
heals in time.
About to see
It's
the
been a
hairy
little-
tornado down there?
It's been a little inflamed lately, so hopefully it.
Yes. So what did you eat for dinner that's upsetting your stomach, or is it like flight
I didn't eat
anxiety
anything
nerves?
yet. We had Mexican for after church today, like we do every day.
Yeah, you had Mexican food before going to Mexico. Are you gonna do like
Yeah.
a comparison?
Yeah.
It's way
So
different.
it's funny.
right?
Our
Carry the
resort
food in
has like
Mexico.
they have a Japanese
Oh, yeah,
restaurant.
no.
They have a French restaurant. They have everything but
They
a
do.
Mexican restaurant at the resort.
I've had Japanese food in Mexico. The thing about Mexico, I went there, the first thing I ate in Mexico was a chili relleno.
Relleno? Sí,
I should know that. I
señor.
speak Spanish.
You speak Spanish sometimes.
It's
Tú
relleno.
tiene degree en español.
Sí, español. Sí puedo hablar español si quisiera. But
Hi,
listen,
Tina.
like I ate the food and I realized in my head that it was good, but it was weird. It was different. It took me a couple weeks to get used to, is what I was saying. Yeah, it's long story short. You should work on that, Josh, making a long story.
Short. Are you looking at another person, or are you looking at a second screen, Josh?
I was looking
He's
at
got
the
three
chat.
screens.
I saw Pat Dees say someone once super chatted him $5 to end his stream. I thought that was so mean.
I want to go do
How much
that
do you
to a
think
bunch
we
of
could
people's
get? How much
streams.
do you think it would cost us to end this podcast right now?
To end this podcast right now? Well, you'd need to pay me what I'd earn on the show, so at least $12. I mean, I think that would be probably enough.
That would be funny if we just ended it
Yeah.
because somebody paid us to.
Okay, so Josh, you're going to Cancun.
Uh-huh.
Carrie, you've been to Mexico. What words of warning do you have for Josh?
Don't get in vans unless they invite you.
Okay. Don't
Don't
get in
vans. Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah,
any
don't get in a random
thrifting
van.
advice? Any thrifting advice? while he's
Thrifting
down
advice.
there?
That's a good one. They have. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if you're going to a resort. I imagine probably
They have
super
shoes for
upscale.
only $30.
They do. But the
Only
thing is,
30. I think it's
the thing
actually
is, like,
30
if you actually
pesos,
went
which
into
is
the main
like
town,
40
if
cents.
you went into the main town, you would probably find some good deals in some of the flea markets they have there. But
You know, I actually
usually
really
that's not
wanted to
part
go
of the trip.
thrifting. Really wanted to go thrifting there, but it actually is kind of dangerous. Like, there's travel advisory saying you definitely shouldn't want to, leave the
Let's
resort
just say
area.
I may or may not have bought a bootleg Avril Lavigne CD back in the day.
Wow,
At,
and she rocks harder
you
than
would.
anyone alive.
Did you not
That's
have
true.
Napster?
So much for her
Have you heard of
happy
Napster?
ending. I was listening to that a lot.
A disgruntled octopus, $12 and just
It's
dies.
Australian, isn't that Australian
Thank you.
dollars? So that's actually like
Yes.
15
Yeah,
US
is
dollars.
that Australian dollars? That's a good
No,
point.
Australian money's worth less, I thought. Or has that
What
shifted
does
in
the
the
A
world?
stand for, though?
Generally speaking, in Australia, the dollar
it is worth less. Yeah. I see the
so it's
Aussie
like
Flipper
$10.
post like his solds on eBay. He's like, sold these Asics for $40. I'm like, why did somebody buy
that's pretty
Asics
good.
for $40?
That's pretty good.
It's because it's $20 in U.S. currency, mate.
Yeah.
You know they have like tons of.
How long you
there's
been waiting to
tons
show
of
off that
snakes in the
accent?
toilets
Like-
in Australia.
He is, mate. He is. He actually came to visit me before, which I was highly honored because he took like
I saw that.
seven plane
I saw
rides.
that.
But he's got a really good accent, and he taught me how to say jubilolis.
What?
I'm not sure you're even saying it now.
What is this? Is this a word?
Jubilolis. It's what they call candy down in the Gold Coast.
I wish you'd stop with this accent. It's very distracting.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna keep going until we get another $12.
Oh no. Okay, so do you have Josh? Have you sold anything on eBay this week? Anything at all?
Absolutely.
Literally anything.
I actually filmed a video today about like I was talking about Whatnot, and I was like, guys, I know we talk about Whatnot a lot, but that's because it's a big part of our business. But we still sell
you're
stuff on
big
eBay.
Whatnot shell.
Look, we sold a NASCAR T-shirt. I got a Dale Earnhardt NASCAR T-shirt at flea market a couple weeks ago for $15. I bought it from Miss Dina.
Did you pay 30? Did you pay 40 or 30?
I paid $15, and it sold for $60. That's pretty good. Also sold a baseball bat this weekend. We paid $10 for it, and it sold for $120.
To a viewer.
It did not sell to a viewer. The person messaged me, and they were like, "Hey, my son just got a new bat, and it's cracked, and they said it'll be 6 weeks until we get another one. Can you ship this out on Monday?"
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, we'll send it to you.
Which bat was it?
It was some DeMarini. It was a DeMarini CF Fusion. We actually bought two of them at one yard sale, $10 a piece. The first one sold for $140, and this one sold for $120.
Wow. Carrie?
Some plastic
cards?
wiffle ball bats are pretty valuable too, guys. Bolo alert.
I remember you did a TikTok about the blue one. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, there was like a Mark McGuire one I sold.
Mark
for like
McGuire.
40 or 50.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what did you sell this week, Care Bear?
Oh gosh, I'd have to a lot of cards. Don told me we sold a lot of good stuff this week. I don't really do my shipping anymore,
40 cards for a total gross revenue of $60.
Yeah, minus fees
that'd actually be pretty good for him.
What I spent, I'm down $300 this week, folks. It's pretty good. Gosh, I don't know. Let me look. You'd think.
Dude, my favorite sale. So, okay, let me say this. I've been marathoning the Fast and Furious movies. What a horrible choice.
Why are you doing that?
When did they go
by
from
the way?
like super fun street racing movies to like spy espionage movies? What
it's
happened?
like worse than G.I. Joe. When we were younger, Dave. When we were younger, it made us feel like we were like cutting edge street racers, and now I feel like a overweight, bloated G.I. Joe soldier.
Yeah,
That's
I don't understand what happened. Like, and they've gotten so insane with the stunts and stuff. Have you watched any of the last four, Josh?
I have never seen any of them.
Carrie, have you seen any of the last four?
They've got like times.
They're driving the cars like off cliffs and catching them with helicopters.
Mm-hmm.
They're like
Ludacris went to space in a vehicle.
Yeah, he went to space in a vehicle. There's this one stunt that he does where the bridge is out, and so he intentionally gets the car stuck on one of the wires that used to be for the rope bridge, and then like uses it to swing himself around over the cliff all the way to the other mountain somehow via magic. And they crash like deadly crashes every 20 minutes, and they're just like, that was a little uncomfortable.
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna need
another car. You're focusing on the story, Dave. You're focusing on the story, the CGI, the magic, and you know what you're not focusing on? And I think Josh would agree with me. You're not focusing on family.
The family.
I forgot about
it
family.
Is about
family.
So hold on.
Also money. I think it is also about money.
The fate of the
family
Furious.
needs a lot of money.
It does.
This is going to be the 1 hour Fast and Furious chat, and this is all leading up to a sale. But the fate of the Furious, movie number 8, Dom goes bad. He goes evil, right? He starts working for the bad guy, and he's literally murdering like hundreds of innocent people. And then at the end, like he kind of saves them, and everyone's like, "Oh, hey, Dom, we're cool." It's like, but what about like the atrocities he committed? We're just gonna ignore those.
He's like Paul.
No problem.
That's what I love about those movies, though. They never really talk about the collateral damage. They never talk about the massive amount of property damage that's done. Yeah. I literally saw a Fast and the Furious where they went from one high-rise building through the window and then magically landed into another high-rise building, which is pretty impressive, granted, but you destroyed 2 high-rise buildings, right? You need more than window washing. You need new windows.
It's worth it, though. It's worth it for the family.
I got
For
my
the family.
sales
For
too, by the
family?
way.
Yeah.
I got them.
Yeah.
I got them.
Oh, I also getting back to reselling for just a second, and then we'll get on with the other garbage.
On with the
If you
Fast and
podcast.
Furious chat.
But I did buy. We were at Salvation Army in Atlanta this week, and I was looking at they had a little basket of reading glasses up near the register, and I looked over, just taking a little gander over there, and I saw an Oakley logo, and I was like, "Oh, look, Oakley,
fancy boy."
So I grabbed them. They were 99 cents,
Jim.
and they were the Oakley chamfer. I think they were transition lenses, but they were prescription glasses. But that doesn't matter because people pop those lenses out and put their own lenses in there. And sold comps for like anywhere from $50 to $80 used.
Wow.
And I just
Not
haven't
bad.
seen very many resellers talk about used glasses before. So
What about
there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oakley over the top glasses? You ever seen those before? The
Never
ones that
seen
go
those,
over
no.
the top of your head, like you're in. Like
Oh yeah,
some
those
Mad
look where you
Max
look like a
movie.
bug. You look like a bug.
Dude, they're like
yeah,
$400 or
I've seen those.
$500 on eBay if
They're
you can find
expensive.
them.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah. So what is your sold, Carrie? You said you found a sold.
Dude, I forgot about this because I just forget because I'm only thinking about my card business, which is growing massively. I sold some of those single stitch shirts I bought this week. I found a bunch of 1990s like Kathy. Do you guys remember the comic strip Kathy?
Yeah.
My mom's
yeah.
name is
Yeah.
Kathy.
Yeah.
There
His
you
mom's
go.
name's Kathy. Yeah. My mom's name's
Yeah,
Cherie.
everybody. John's mom's name's Kathy. You know,
We all have moms.
Kind of
What's your
derailed
mom's
my
name?
story, but that's cool. Just,
No, but what's your mom's name? Let's focus.
is it really Kathy?
Yeah, my mom's
No,
name
I
is
want
Kathy.
Carrie. I want your mom's name.
Oh, Cindy Lou.
Cindy Arbitrage.
It would be funny if your mom's name was Carrie.
It would be. It would be.
Arbitrage.
There was when I was in
Dude, check
seventh
this
grade,
out.
There was,
Cindy, Kathy. They're all starting with C. I forgot Josh's already. Oh,
Mine's-
Cherie. Yeah,
mine's
no,
Kathy
my
with a
mom's
K.
Cherie. You're Kath. Oh, dang
you
it.
forgot
screw
Josh's
that.
already. We're bad. But anyway, I sold a couple of those Kathy shirts. I paid like $7-8. They sold for like 35 a piece. I sold a couple already.
Okay.
So not big, not big come ups. But I'm a bit of a t-shirt hound. I'm a bit of a grail hunter, as they say in the biz.
Are you a t-shirt bro?
I
little
think
bit,
I
a
am.
little bit of
I
t-shirt
think
bro.
officially they hate me. The t-shirt people hate me on Instagram. By the way, oh, they hate me so
Well,
much.
I
Every
mean,
time talk
most
about
people
it.
on Instagram hate you. It's
Did,
like
did
a
you
big-
guys
That's
go
true.
to
I do
Rally
get a
Ray's
lot of
t-shirt
hate
show
follows.
the other night?
I did not
no,
go
I didn't.
to Ryan's t-shirt show. I like Ryan, but I've made the mistake of buying shirts from him before.
They weren't
they're still
bad.
sitting
He sold the Disneyland fireworks shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know currently, but I've seen sold comps on that on eBay of like $2,000, and it sold for like
Wow.
$675.
Okay.
So there was some deals.
Well, I did the mystery box thing. I didn't do like
Yeah.
auctions. I think the mystery box didn't go so well for me. I've got it listed like this shirt that's supposed to be worth $800 has been listed for like $449 for a month, and it's not even.
Yeah.
It's got no action at all. So I'm just not
You're
good
not
at selling
really-
vintage clothing.
But you got to remember, your store is not like a place that hype beast kind of people go to. You're selling
Yeah,
like
it's not good at
decrepit
all.
Beanie Babies, like
Yeah, DVDs,
like some
yeah.
sort of Titanic on VHS
Used
or whatever the
diapers.
heck you're selling on your. Yeah, used
Any
diapers.
water
It's just a
from
weird
defunct
place.
rides at Disneyland. I went and got some Splash Mountain water. I got some bath
just get it
water of
from
my
any
own that's
water.
not moving. I don't know.
You got
why.
water from the Dudley Do Right ride for no reason. Nobody's even selling
That's
that.
a great ride, dude. That's a
It
great
is.
ride.
You guys
The best
should,
ride
Well-
Carrie, you should get some water from Lake Mead. That'll be worth money one day.
Dude, I should. Why they're still? I just gotta
You're
get around
running
to
out
While
of
it's still in
water.
there.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so all that Fast and Furious talk was to tell you one of my favorite sales of the week was a Fast and Furious 1/16th RC car missing the
Okay.
controller for $70. I paid
That's
$1
pretty good.
for it, and there's a little dollar
That's
bin
awesome,
at the
dude.
flea market.
That's gonna really
Yeah.
hurt you when they return it, but that's pretty good. Good job.
Dude, the consoles. I mean, I sold like 5 console PS3s in the last month, and they have all come back. All of them have come back, and all of them worked when I sent them. And then when I get them back, they're broken. So I think like consoles kind of suck, and I think I'm done selling them.
Yeah.
But
There's a scam.
I would agree with that.
I like that video you did, Josh. I mean, I try not to compliment you, but you did that video where you were testing them at the flea market.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a pretty good
That,
idea.
dude,
'cause all
that
the
was
flea
actually
markets-
that was a brand deal. So like the company
Oh,
that sent us
really?
that battery, they're like, hey, we want you to make. They wanted me to make a dedicated video about the battery, like just a review of the battery.
Oh,
I
is
was
it
like,
solar? Was it a solar battery?
Yeah, this is the same one Kevin did. Like
Kev,
an
that was so
EcoFlow.
boring when Kevin did
Yeah,
it. I'm glad
Oh,
you
yeah,
did
they
that.
wanted like they originally wanted like at least a 5-minute video all about the battery. I was like, I
That's
can't do
what
that.
Kevin did.
Nobody
It was
would
a
watch
nightmare.
it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
It was awful.
And so I
The worst thing
negotiated.
ever.
I
It
was
was
like,
bad.
I'll make a
We hate
video. I'll make a video featuring this battery in a way that my audience will enjoy, and the video should perform. And they finally agreed, as long as there was like at least 3 minutes of battery content throughout the video. And so we took the battery to the flea market. I was like, yeah, I'll just test stuff here, like test stuff in front of sellers. So we filmed it. It was great, testing stuff. I don't even think I found
lighters.
the Xbox I tested something, but in the thumbnail I put like a Red Ring Xbox and then like a guy behind me, like a flea market vendor, saying it works great. And that was just such a great thumbnail. I talked to Caleb about that. I was like, what about this?
Yeah.
And it was just great because it told the story without too much information, you know?
Yeah.
And so that video, I think it's got like 500,000 or 600,000 views. Obviously, the battery company was satisfied because they wanted me to do like 3 more, but I only did 1 more. But that's how you got to do those longer ads, man. People don't want to sit through like
dude, you know what? You could take
YouTube
it into
ad.
like. Here's an idea for your next one. You take it into a hospital, right,
Mm-hmm.
where people are living off the machines.
Let's see if we
and
can
you, like,
unplug this guy first and then
plug him
the
into
battery,
this
see
thing. How long
he'll
can
live.
it keep him alive? Yeah, that'd be like
There
a
you
whole
go.
separate
Up
kind
the
of content.
stakes. YouTube is about upping the stakes, from what I've
It
understood.
really is. It really is.
See,
Flippin'
that was
Texas,
a good, that was
$5.
a
Thank
really
you for the
clever
super
way to
chat.
do it. What Kevin did is he literally just went outside his shed and just started talking about it. Like, we're supposed to believe he uses this when he doesn't even have internet at his shed, but somehow
Well,
he
actually,
has
I
this
do
solar
believe it.
powered thing.
Well, solar
You did believe it?
comes from the sun. Yeah, because it comes from the sun. Carrie.
Honestly,
Most people
it's a
have
really
access to
good
the
product.
sun.
The battery
What?
was a really good product, but it was expensive. It was like $1,000.
Yeah, you
Like
can't have
the
sold very
balls?
many. I didn't buy one.
No, I don't
Did
think
That's on
anyone
fire
in the
the
chat
sky?
buy
Is that what
one?
heats it up?
Yeah, the big fire in the sky. He's got one of those in wherever he lives, Lynchburg or whatever, and it lights up.
he has that
the
too.
Solar. He has the sun. Yeah, he has the sun,
cool.
and so yeah, the sun. It's tough.
Oh.
Anyways,
I'm gonna make a battery
Reselling.
powered by chemtrails.
Josh, speaking of chemtrails,
Let's
talk
talk
about
chemtrails,
your
shall we?
Whatnot streams. In the beginning, when Josh did his first Whatnot streams, Genesis 1.1, he was getting outlandish monies for
Yes.
everything he sold. Now I go in there and I can actually win stuff.
Yeah.
Are you happy that's happened? That's a good thing, right?
So obviously, like, it was really nice when we first started because we would do like our first show. I think we did like 60 things and we made like $3,000, and it was not anything great. Like, it was. I remember we sold this like Navy, United States Navy sweatshirt for like $85, and it's worth like $20.
This clown spent too much on that stream, I think. What'd you pay,
Yeah, I
Carrie?
got a shout out though, so it was worth it.
Yeah, well,
He did
worth
get a
it
shout
then.
out. So that was
I got to
worth
feel
it.
some of that. When Josh says your name out loud, it's a rush. Like you wouldn't believe. It's a rush. It's just a straight up rush.
American Arbitrage.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm turning the camera off.
ASMR. Yeah, but then okay, so continue
yeah,
the story.
it was fun. Like, obviously, it's nice. Like, and I think people in the chat were also like, I don't think anybody was guilt bidding. It was exciting. You know, people wanted to come to our auctions and support us. Whatever. They wanted to win stuff. But now it's honestly more fun now because it's so much more realistic. Like, in today's videos, like, yeah, we sold these 3 bumper stickers for like $31, but we also sold like 2 pairs of Vans and a pair of Converse for $10 a piece. You know, like literally what we paid for them. So like it's really a lot more realistic now. We do really good with like the small stuff, like the stuff we grab from the bins and pay 25 cents or a dollar for. You know, that stuff sells for 10, 15, $20, and that's really where we do well. And then we have like the nicer stuff. We sold a vintage made in USA Carhartt jacket the other day, blanket lined, size 2XLT. So probably like a $150 jacket. It went for like $63. But I put stuff in there purposely like that. So I'm like, hey, look, this person got a killer deal in this jacket. Now we have this plush that you can also buy if you would like to buy something else, you know. So we make our money on the small stuff.
So you guilt them into bidding more. I get it. Yeah,
exactly.
That's a good strategy.
I was completely zoned out, if I'm being honest.
No, I came back in at the end. I mean, he does have this long-windedness to him, doesn't he? This
No,
Josh
he's kind of got a folksy. You kind of have a younger folksy thing going on for yourself.
Younger, yeah.
Josh. Yeah.
Someone did say in
Sorry,
the chat
what'd you
that
say?
you did a charity one for Haley. What was that about?
So that was a charity auction for Honduras. There was an organization in Honduras that they like taught poor women how to like do things like make jewelry, do hair, nails, stuff like that. And then once they just let them get employment, which I love. I'm a big fan of charities that like help people help themselves. And that was good. I made it was like a 7-day video series. So we went out, Haley was in Honduras at the time. So it was just me. Went out every day buying stuff for a big Whatnot auction at the end of the week. Everything started $1 and 100% of the money went to the charity. And we also donated our Whatnot referral bonuses that week. So for everybody that signed up and bought something during the auction, we donated $50 to the charity. So we ended up raising, it's like the auction was 130 things. We raised $25,000 from sales and another $27,000 from referrals. So it was like $54,000 in a week.
That could pay for like 1/4 of Carrie's college debt that he has.
I could have bought Kevin a new shed.
1 foot flippers.
Not the kind of shed he wants. He wants a little nicer
me.
shed. He wants to upgrade it. It's technically a small house at this point.
Yeah, no response to you at all, 1
technically.
foot flipper. They don't care about you falling out of your chair.
No, it doesn't.
No,
but
clearly.
I do think that's important.
I care.
Like in business, if you're wanting to grow, I think it's important to have moments in your business timeline where you take a step back and give back to a charity or give back to your viewers or whatever. You want to keep the relationships alive. You know, like you have. I'll get serious here for a second. A lot of resellers don't value their customers. Like they just think, oh, it's somebody bought something on eBay. But if you have somebody on Whatnot or even on eBay that buys from you multiple times, there's so much value in that person because they trust you as a seller. They know you have good stuff.
Float away.
I'm just saying you have to
Keep going.
We have
We're just background music.
Background music. So we have several people on Whatnot that buy from us all the time, and I'm like, I love these people. They're so nice, and they come to all of our shows. They buy things, and they mean the world to us. I can't be serious. I can't be serious.
I don't know.
You're singing too loud. It's got to be.
I'm sorry,
I don't know the words either. I think there's an angel.
You just got to give back, folks. Do a charity show.
Give
we
back,
did a show
guys.
the other day, the All Free show, where we rated you, Dave. We just had
that was awesome.
69 things. Everything was a giveaway.
Dude, he sent me like 900 non-buyers. It was awesome.
900 people, 700 of them left immediately.
Yeah.
Like this is like Bizarro
you know what?
Josh.
I need to talk about this. I need to talk about this because, listen, I absolutely love everyone that comes to my Whatnot auction. Like, in a weird way. Tina's upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't love when you come in my auction and constantly ask me to raid you.
Yeah.
Or, like, do these weird, awkward hints about raiding you for,
I
like,
hate when
10,
Josh
20
does
minutes.
that.
Yeah.
No, I just, like...
We do get asked to do it a lot.
It's frustrating because, like, you can only raid one person a show. Mm-hmm. You're going to try to find someone to raid. The majority of us, I know I almost always am raiding someone who doesn't have a big following, right? Someone who's got, I look for people with like 2-3 viewers. That's like one of my things, like try to find someone with very few viewers so I can help them get
you have a
started.
knack for finding like amazing people too, like that we've raided.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's the key though. You got to find good people because like sometimes we go to somebody that has like 4 viewers in their show and there's a reason they have 4 viewers
because
in their show.
it wasn't a good show.
Because they are not good at Whatnot.
Yeah.
No, this was good, Dave.
Exactly.
We sent another raid to the freshly hunted treasures, remember? And the second raid, we sent like 60 people over, and he was just reading a book and just decided not to sell anything. He's like, I'm going to finish the book. The guy was not selling,
first. Josh.
But I love it because he's such a sweet guy. Like, I bet you a lot of people just
I sent Josh the link. Good. Josh, I want you to raid this guy sometime, Freshly Hunted Treasure. It is like my favorite Whatnot show. It's this cute guy from Wales, cute old guy. And his cute wife. Ooh. They're cute. They're a cute couple. Anyone who's watched it knows exactly what I'm talking about. Carrie, aren't they a cute couple?
Yeah, they're
adorable. And they're selling plush with like $2, $3 starts, and they're just such a treat. And I'm going to pimp them on the show, too. Freshly Hunted Treasure. No E at the end of treasure for some reason.
Are they better than my guy? I think his name's Zach.
They're very similar in just like...
guy.
Thrift kind of guy, just super lovable, sweet. Like great personalities. Cute. So yeah, there's some treasures on there, and like we're gonna try to raid people, but just don't constantly come in. I got frustrated in my last show because someone was doing it, and I just don't do that. It's not cute. Des Hardy,
Des Hardy says,
thank you for the $10 super chat.
Hi Des.
Hi Des. Yeah, Des is great. So yeah, okay. So Carrie sold a couple things. I sold a couple things. Now my Whatnots never got to that whole like people like frantically bidding, but I kind of like it. Like I'll have auctions where I'm just like, wow, a lot of people got great deals.
Yeah. And
then I'll have auctions where it's like, oh wow, some people paid too much for stuff, right? That does happen, but that's not because it's me. It's because you get two people that really want something, and that's just how auctions work, right? Yeah. There was some stuff that sold for too much. There was stuff that sold for too little. Yeah, Carrie, you taught me it actually. You told me all about how auctions work.
That is true. That's one thing I've learned from auctions is the second you think you have a handle on how auctions go, you don't. Like 1 week will be amazing and you think you're on top of the world and that you are the auction king, and I'll scream it. I'll just open up a window and just say I'm the auction king. And the next week I got a ton of people in there and nobody wants to buy anything, and then I'm just eating a raw potato because I can't cook. And Dawn's left me at that point.
it's important too to know that we agree that it's important to give back to your viewers and to your followers. Some people are angry at us in the chat because we were singing while you were telling that story, Josh. But it did have that very like Operation Christmas Child feel to it.
Better sellers, and you guys are just goofing off. Nobody's ever going to get anything of value out of this podcast because you just sing over it.
You understand? That's our brand. That's our brand.
Oh, you were talking about potato. Did you know that you could cook a potato with a clock?
What if we called you Hairless Potato instead of Harold Tomato?
You can call me whatever you want. I'll answer to it.
That's right.
You haven't seen the science experiments
where you
like
plug
a clock into a potato?
Yeah, I've seen that. We did that one.
I have seen that
one.
Yeah,
that was
I thought that was
cool. And it like lights up.
That's real?
Well, there's also the way for the potato to like light a light bulb, right?
Yep.
Something like that.
Actually, I actually want to start a restaurant where we only served clocked cooked potatoes, and it's going to be called
Potato.
Careful, Josh. Careful. What's it called?
I just
Nobody's listening to this. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's just improv. I was going to call it clock cooked potatoes.
Okay, that's good.
What's your logo going to be? Like a clock plugged into a potato?
Yeah, exactly. I've got my fiber guy working on it.
Point.
I actually just sent him like a Canva. It's just a clock, like one of the alarm clocks with the bells on top.
Thrifty Mom said, y'all always pay it forward. Thank you for the super chat, Thrifty Mom. Okay, so Josh, we actually are contractually obligated to read some questions from our Patreons.
Yes,
and we do have a link to
I
our
was looking
Patreon
at those.
as well.
I'm in the Patreon. I pay money.
Yeah, you're in it, and a lot of them are directed at you, and some of them are actually really good.
Yeah. That's
now
awesome.
the worst question has to go to Susquehanna Picker, who asked favorite beer, favorite liquor, one of each, because you should know by now that both Carrie and I don't drink at all. So it's really kind of a question just for you, I guess, Josh. And we all know you like White Claw.
Yeah, I like White Claw. It doesn't taste like alcohol, and it's refreshing. Like it's one of the.
So this is not the answer he was looking for.
It's not.
It's
no.
a very boring answer.
And let me tell you guys,
nothing in White Claw.
I do.
You
like
haven't
liquor
lived
a little bit.
You've seen Josh blackout drunk. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
so much fun. Holes in the wall everywhere. He's just punching at stuff. It's amazing.
Traveling Picker Pat D's. Viewers help donate over 2,000 toys Christmas. Wow, crazy.
That's pretty good. Awesome. Thanks, Pat.
Okay, running for the king. What is the most embarrassing item for you to show your wife, girlfriend you've ever brought home to resell? The most embarrassing item you ever bought to resell.
Embarrassing item.
I did buy some Playboys from 1950 or a couple of years back, but they actually like the early 1950s ones actually do sell.
Yeah,
pretty well, and actually they're like about as pornographic as like Maxim magazine nowadays.
TikTok.
Or TikTok. Like in 1950,
they weren't even nude
like,
back then. It was just lingerie.
Yeah, it was not very adult.
They had the little tassels
content. Yeah, but yeah, that was. I mean, what about you guys?
Similar to that. Haley and I were at the flea market a couple months ago, and this person had like these playing cards, and one was like a set of Snap-on playing cards that had like a kind of what you're talking about, like a just lingerie girl in the back. And I was like, oh, well, we'll get those. I think we sold them on Whatnot. And then she's like, I got these too. And she just like, I was filming and she just got them and showed them. And they were like big playing cards, like oversized. And they had just full nudes on them. And I was like, oh, well, we don't need those. And Haley was right there. She's like, yeah, I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We.
What about you, Carrie? Carrie, nothing can embarrass you in front of Dawn. First of all, Dawn. What has Dawn done to embarrass you? It should be the question.
Literally, I'm filming a garage sale this weekend, right? And we're finding stuff, and then Dawn, of course, finds two mugs that are they're
erotic,
boob shaped. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it. So, and I'm like, I'm not going to sell that on eBay or Whatnot. I don't think we can. But we bought them, so we have them, and I think she's giving them away.
I think you can sell on Whatnot.
Okay. Can you sell on Whatnot, you think?
Probably. People sell all sorts of stuff on Whatnot. I did see Chris the other day, Flip the World. He was on Whatnot, and he was selling this shirt that said, I'm with stupid, but the arrow was pointing up. And I thought that was the greatest shirt.
That is
I clipped one of his shows where he was being so incredibly inappropriate, and I sent it to him. He's like, thanks, I can use this. It's like Okay, wait, no. Angie said, I'm a new subscriber to the Tornado family. I've been watching your $20 Flip House journey to start, and I'm jealous of your Goodwill bins. Even on a slow day, you found lots of good items to flip. I even considered taking a road trip before... is there a question here? Is it that good all the time, even on a slow day? Sorry, Angie, you lost me there at the end. Is it always good, Josh? Is your Goodwill bins always good? That's
first,
the question.
I'm not in the business of like advertising to the whole world to come to my Goodwill bins.
Because you're barely even good at picking. So
barely,
like,
I'm
you don't
barely
need the competition.
We don't need any competition. That would ruin it.
But I do feel bad because some people are like, I saw your bins, and then my wife and I drove from Kentucky and we didn't find anything. I'm like, it's because like often
your bins.
Yeah, and like what you don't understand is like YouTube is just like the highlight reel. Like oftentimes we go to the bins and we don't find anything, or we'll combine 2 days into one video and like wear the same clothes. So like it's
Why
good.
Are you wearing the same clothes?
So people don't notice that it's not 2 different days.
But wouldn't it be more realistic to let them see it took 2 days to get the good stuff?
I guess, maybe.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't wear the same.
Here's the
that's
thing,
just my
I've
opinion.
mastered
We're
Like,
just trying to lie to our viewers, Dave. It's fine.
well, no, because I literally, like, for me, I try to, like, highlight. Sometimes I try to highlight it, and I'll have, like, different people shopping with me all in one video, so you can see it's like a multi-day video.
Yeah.
So that people see that it is highlights. I almost think there's sometimes it's good to do, like, something that points out that it's the highlights, because I constantly get that, how do you have such good garage sales? I'm like, well, that took like 3 weeks to get that one video. That's how I got such good garage sales. So yeah, it's the highlight reel, like Josh said. But I don't know, I would say you probably don't need to change your clothes or put on the same clothes.
I mean, the bins are good though, but every bins is different. Like, I mean, there's some that are typically better than others, but you never know what you're going to find. I mean, I've seen on Instagram people find some crazy stuff at bins, man. Like, especially the t-shirt bros. Like, we have a lot of t-shirt bros at our place, and I don't really look for t-shirts there. Yeah. But people find some really, really good stuff.
Dude, you know what would make a million view video real easy? Once they grab some really good stuff, try to take it from them and just see what happens. Get that drama going.
Oh my gosh, I don't
so
want to do that
I'm
in Vegas. They're mad enough I'm there. If I try to take something, oh my gosh, that would suck.
Okay,
I'm not a fighter, Dave. I'm not a fighter. I would just run.
Resell to Rome. You are, yeah, we all are. Resell to Rome said, Josh, why did you stop making videos about bin stores? Amazon bin stores.
Because they all stopped having good stuff.
Well, every time I buy stuff from them, it's broken. Yeah. They just sell me broken stuff.
It's either broken stuff or it's stuff that you can't even sell on eBay or Amazon because it's like counterfeit or like Vero or something like that. Or it's just missing pieces. It's real bad.
Yeah, I don't have any luck with them. I kind of hate them, so I'm with you. Biscuit Butt, not Bunch, wants to know who your influencers on YouTube were when you started picking. I can answer that.
Who?
Okay.
Who do you think?
Josh, let me see. Let me look at your face. I think Cincy Picker. Cincinnati Picker, yep. I
found him when he had 6,000 subscribers. Cincinnati Picker was my biggest inspiration.
RVA Flips. Remember him?
I did, yep.
He's a bit toxic, but yeah, he wasn't
I did look up to
toxic.
him at first, and then I quickly realized, I was like, maybe not the best
that famous New York City reseller, Casey...
Craigslist Hunter.
Neistat?
Casey Neistat, yeah.
He's totally a reseller, yeah.
So when I came on the reselling scene, like, John, Cincinnati Picker, Lonnie, and Justin were pretty big. They had their morning show.
Their show. Yep.
I watched it all the time. I learned a lot from those guys.
Yeah.
And I quickly saw that like John was kind of different, and that you can see that today. He's one of the only ones that are still around, with any significant amount of views. But I don't know. I was happy to see him like kind of branch off a little bit. But yeah, that's how I got my start. Them and
Lonnie still gets a lot of views. I mean, the RVA Flips just exited. He's not doing anything anymore. So he's out. He doesn't even resell. He's doing like a day job now, I think. So I think he just. I don't know. He had a chip on his shoulder. I don't know why, about a lot of other resellers in the space. So hopefully he can move past it. He seemed okay. I've never really talked to him though. So who knows?
Yeah, he canceled his podcast as well, like you did, Josh.
That's true. Yeah, Josh, you did cancel your podcast.
How many episodes? I just remember it was like super
12.
Super negative.
It got weird.
They had a very negative podcast.
It made Tommy Bernard look like Rachel Strickland.
Yeah. He actually does kind of look like Rachel Strickland now that you mentioned it. I didn't even, Okay, so Phil said last year you and the tomatoed one made hay by making a calendar. A lot of that's not words.
Oh yeah.
Can you do
Our
that
erotic
again?
calendar, yes.
But make photos of your death piles. Dude,
That's a good idea,
have you bought
actually.
something from Flip the
That's
World,
a really
Josh?
good idea.
You've bought something from Flip the World on Whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Have you
And
ever
I've
gotten
his
his little
mashed potato.
picture?
Yeah, sweet
His
potato
picture
pie.
with he's got the picture.
I actually
he
helped
sent.
him edit that. The
So
original the pie was too small. I was like, you gotta get a bigger pie, man.
So bad.
You gotta give.
So bad.
You gotta.
Okay, so we got
Gotta
this
let 'em
question
think
from
back.
Trash to Cash podcast. I don't know if you saw this. Why isn't Commonwealth Picker featured and pictured as a headline guest on the FlipCon page this year? I mean, really, Flip the World gets a headshot for goodness sake, but not Commonwealth Picker?
And who's that question from?
It's from Trash to Cash podcast, but I think we know who wrote it.
I realized the error of our ways. We were just like, oh, we'll put the podcast up there. But I realized we'll probably sell a lot more tickets with your pretty faces over there. So
Well, with Kevin's for sure. I would not put
Yeah.
Carrie's. And
yeah, Kevin really gets us the elderly
But how
crowd.
many of the 90-year-olds are going to travel to the beautiful, if I may
Some
say, Sheridan
live in
in
Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina?
Sheridan. Was that a Sheridan? Yeah, it was a Sheridan.
It was a Sheridan.
I don't
yeah,
know what it
yeah.
is actually.
Yeah,
Can we do a group
You guys should
trip
do your
to-
next Trash to Cash backyard bash. You should do it in Orlando because
what I
Orlando
wanna
is
do.
Orlando's super cheap to fly into. You can fly from like
Yeah.
LA to Orlando for like $100.
That's exactly what we're talking about. You're clearly missing some episodes or falling asleep, which I don't blame you.
I don't
Sometimes
watch
they're boring
this.
when Kevin gets talking. But no, we were saying Orlando because it's a destination city. It's cheap to fly there. You can get 1 billion hotels. And yeah,
we
go
just
to Disney.
chose Charlotte for FlipCon because it's close to us, so we could like actually go to the hotel before and like do that. It's cheap to fly into, and I didn't think it was a big tourist area. Certainly not, but I didn't think people would really have interest or time to do touristy things. But hindsight, I probably should have picked a bigger city.
Yeah. Well, Charlotte's all right though. It's right near Fury
I like
325,
Charlotte.
my favorite roller coaster.
There's also a Cracker Barrel right next to it.
Oh, I love Cracker Barrels.
Yes.
Sometimes I eat there.
I love their grilled chicken tenders, by the way. Just in case you guys wanted to know.
All right, so our friend Rod, Pickin' and Punchin', had a pretty good question, okay? Said the question is for the entire panel to answer. Marvel has the multiverse. Let's imagine that the reselling community had its own multiverse. What would Kevin's job of shilling be in the multiverse of reselling? Amway salesman, 1960s door-to-door vacuum salesman, mall kiosk perfume moisturizer salesman, the ones that chase you down and squirt you with stuff, 1880s traveling snake oil salesman, or telemarketer, the one that calls you about your car's warranty? Because I think
Kevin's
it's
gotta
very
be the
clear the snake
encyclopedia
oil.
salesman.
I think it's
Was
the
that
snake
one of them?
oil.
Well,
No,
yeah,
I'm
it's
just-
snake oil.
Doesn't Kevin just seem like an RV salesman? He's just like,
Yeah,
hey,
kinda.
hey, you guys, you want to get away? You wanna get away from everything. Get away from your
Have you
responsibilities.
ever noticed, Josh, that every RV, their paint jobs look like they've got tramp stamps, kind of, in a sense? Like their whole
Cougar.
entire paint theme is like just, a tramp stamp. Yeah, Carrie, look at
My
it.
parents,
sometimes.
my parents
look up
had an
fifth wheel
RV.
trailers.
They had an RV on the back. It said Cougar with a little.
My mom drives a
Squiggly.
Cougar. And is a cougar, so it's a
I bet
2
she
for
is. Carrie, Kathy,
2. Carrie,
Cherie,
Kathy, and I can't remember the other one. Cindy Lou Who.
Cindy. Yeah.
Is it really Cindy Lou? You said Cindy Lou.
No, I'm just messing with you. It's
Dave, I will say Haley and I were watching one of your videos this
I'm
week
sorry.
that Tina was in, and Haley's like, "Is that Dave's wife?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And Haley's like, "Oh wow, she's prettier than I thought Dave's wife was going to be."
Yeah. A lot of people. Wow. Wait, what does that even mean? So a lot of people think that
you did well. You did well.
Yeah, I over my range. I don't
Yeah,
remember the words.
you outpunted your coverage. Is that what that says?
Yeah, outpunted your coverage, and Dustin the Pro Picker's in town. He has not read the pinned comment. Dustin, read that, and you'll see why we're ignoring you.
Dave
But
married
it's nice
up.
to see
That's
you
right.
either way. Married up. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Thrifted Spirit, even though you didn't pay for me to say your name. Okay, so Grams and Pops Vintage. What's the best brand of house to flip? Where do you find comps for single family dwellings? Is all of your videos staged? Do you even resell, bro? That's all for you, I think,
so
Josh.
we've already determined that all of our videos are staged. I
Yes.
better say I'm kidding on that because people will clip that. And... Okay,
Yeah, we can already
most
clip it.
like literally 99% of our videos are exactly what we show. Just sometimes we like take multiple days to film a video.
So 1%.
Yeah, we've heard about those
one out of
the
every 100
T-shirt
videos
gate.
are staged.
Yeah, I've got 5 of these. 5 of these
T-shirt
shirts.
Gate 2023.
T-shirt gate 2023. Best brand of house to flip, probably Free
Split
people?
level? Split
people?
level?
A double
Yeah,
wide?
okay.
I like the double
Obviously,
wides.
I mean, if you can find like a duplex, honestly, that would be great. But it's just they're so in demand because everybody on TikTok is telling you to buy a duplex.
I like that you're taking Graham and Pop's stupid question seriously.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't deserve it.
I don't think there's.
Wait, people
comps
on
for
TikTok are
single-family
telling you to
dwelling.
buy houses? I
Well,
just
yeah,
have
they're
a
like-
bunch of ladies dancing. What TikTok
Oh,
are
you
you
know
on?
that's an algorithm,
on
so it
TikTok?
just sees
Yeah,
what
that's
you watch and
based
then
on
it
what
just
you're
gives you
interested
more.
in, Carrie. That's why all of my content is
Every
garage
time I pull
sale
up
food.
TikTok, it's just a bunch of women dancing. That's all I see.
Half naked
I watch
women
it
in
hours.
TikTok is
I
like
don't know.
Dave's TikTok is like 8 signs you might be dying. Every one of his videos.
It's actually, I've had some pretty bad
that
anxiety
pain
today
deadly?
about deaths. Okay, superhero headquarters. Biggest regret of not purchasing specific item or bulk purchases you've passed on. Biggest misstep pick or something that you lost so much money on or was way too much work for the risk/reward. Carrie, go.
Dude, I'll be honest. I've gotten that question a lot. I really don't think that I've made a lot of mistakes. You've seen my videos.
Yeah, I
Tons
see
of them.
them
I
right
just-
now.
I mean, gosh, I can't think of anything offhand that I've made a huge mistake on that I regretted because you learn from everything.
Yeah.
I'll get motivational.
Yeah.
I think you learn from every little thing that doesn't
Oh.
work. But for the most part,
Ooh,
I like
let's
to
get
buy so
motivated.
cheap that it doesn't hurt, if I do make a mistake.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So I had that happen where I'd feel like regret for bad buys, and then I decided, let me make a YouTube channel about how bad I am at this. And then every time I make a bad buy, there'll be like a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel that says, hey, at least it'll make a video when you buy the
Yeah, I'm like, at least I'm making money
200
on the
Beanie
video.
Babies. Yeah, because you might make some money on the video when people see how bad you suck at this. So, I turned a negative into a positive. What about you, Josh?
So there haven't been too many things I've passed on that regretted. I mean, there's been a lot of things I've passed on, but there's also been a lot of things I've bought that haven't turned out as good as I thought. But I don't think I've lost money on anything. We did, however, just make our biggest purchase in the business this week. It was $7,000. I don't.
And
When's
are you
this?
gonna
When's this episode coming out?
Tuesday. It's
That's-
live
so,
right
like,
now, Josh.
Oh yeah, it's live. Okay, so it's live. So we spent $7,000, but I don't want to tell you on what. It was $7,000
fine.
on
You tell us later.
1,050 individual
Jet ski?
pieces of inventory,
Wow,
and
1,050.
so it came out to like just
Is
less.
it like a
than
multi-quantity listing?
No, it's all
Oh,
individual.
dang, bro. So you gotta
But
list each
I'm thinking
one.
with
Is it
whatnot,
Inamans?
Comic books.
It is. It is actually individual, unique
Inamans?
Inamans.
Each one's been used by a different butthole.
Each one, yeah.
Pre-owned, yeah.
They were actually
Pre-owned.
free behind
Bought
the
them from the
Dollar
nursing
General.
home.
They were just.
They all have been used by a Commonwealth Picker viewer, though, which is a good thing. Yeah.
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 So that's going to be. I'm actually kind of nervous about that. I mean, it's good stuff. Like I don't think we're going to lose money, but it just depends.
yeah.
Like if we take the time to list everything on eBay, it's probably $35,000 in revenue. But if it's Whatnot, and if I can double our money on Whatnot, like make $7,000 in like a month or 45 days, that would also be good.
No,
I don't know.
I totally get that. Like, even if you're not getting max money, I did a hat investment, and I'll spoil my videos because no one's gonna watch them anyways. I spent $400 on 200 hats, basically, so $2 a hat. But like, they're cool hats, and I think
You
if
forgot
I
to
listed
tell
them on
him.
eBay, what?
How much I would have paid because you asked me how much would
Yeah,
you
Carrie.
pay for
I
this?
asked Carrie how much he'd pay. He said 100, which is fair. Cheap Dave would have paid 100 too. But my thought was that
How much would Kevin pay?
Kevin said 200, and I
200,
paid
okay.
4. But here's the thing. I
He'd
think
have his
they're-
viewers pay
pretty
for
much
it,
all
though.
of them are worth at least $8 to $20, and then some are worth like 40 or 50. There's some really good ones in there too. But even if I got $8 a piece times 200 hats, I've done really well. I paid $2 a. And here's the thing that I really kind of screwed over the seller on. Slimy with the seller moment.
Nice.
No, honestly, he was too high. I wanted to pay $300. He forced me to pay $400, and I said, I'll pay $400 if you throw in that stack of shirts over there. And he had a stack of like 15 shirts, and like 3 or 4 of them were single stitch racing, and the rest were like early 2000s. But it wasn't like NASCAR racing. It was the racing where there's got like a big tail fin on the back. I don't know if you guys do racing. Sprint cars, but yeah, sprint car racing. So they're a little bit more obscure, and they're all like 3X, 4X shirts. So I think just those shirts will get me $200 to $300. Making the hats much less of a risk. So
Yeah.
that's But anyways, to answer the question originally, I constantly see crap I leave behind when I edit my videos. Do you not see that, Josh? When you're editing, you like look and you're like, oh crap, I should have bought that. That never happened. Like, you don't even edit anymore.
He doesn't edit. We do. Stuff. What are you talking about, you peasant?
I do edit. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten just a lot better. I've gotten a lot better at seeing the things I know. Like occasionally we'll leave stuff that I'm not aware of. Like people will be like, oh, that's a Remington bush shaver. From the 1930s. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, wait. Bush shaver? Like
bush shaver.
Specifically for bushes?
Let's dive into that.
Front yard? For the front yard?
For the ladies' front yard, yeah.
Not
the
just the front yard
shaver.
in general. It goes both ways.
Oh, okay. The Nerdy Picker had a question. This can be for any of you bearded fellows, or Kevin, I guess. What is something, aka a hobby, you really enjoy doing that doesn't involve reselling or YouTube? And if you could make serious coin doing that hobby or other thing, would you give up reselling to do it? Okay, Josh, go.
I really enjoy golf. I really do enjoy. I've been playing golf. I've been playing golf my whole life since I was 4. I played both, but regular golf. Been playing my whole life since I was 4 years old. Played golf in high school. I won most improved every year. 5 years.
You went to the Masters this year too, like a fancy.
I went to the Masters. You know, it's funny. Tickets.
Did the tree hit you? The tree that fell down, did it hit you?
No, dude. I wish. free. I would have just like timed it like to get taken out by a limb, and then you get free Masters tickets for life, man.
Is that what they got?
I'm sure. If you get hit by a tree at Augusta, that's the least they can do. It's either free tickets or a lawsuit, baby. Which one you want?
Yeah, that's true.
But it's funny because tickets to the practice, we got free tickets from John, Stacked Golf. But if you bought tickets, like secondary market, they were $1,500 for the practice round. You could see Taylor Swift for cheaper than going to the practice. Tay-Tay, yeah.
You could see Smash Mouth for free in Las Vegas.
If I could play golf for a living,
golf.
I mean, so what's crazy is like growing up, I would never thought I'd be a professional golfer. But if I could go back in time, I could definitely make a golf YouTube channel.
You know what you could be as a jockey on a horse.
I think I'm too fat.
You could get there though. You just gotta, do
horse,
more of the.
You gotta have somebody tall, small, and skinny.
Okay, fine. Kevin could be a jockey.
Kevin could be a jockey.
Totally
Kevin could be a jockey. You're very right.
Kevin is.
And he wears jockeys.
He's actually 4'11".
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Mm-hmm. I've seen him in person.
Yes.
Okay, so Carrie, what about you? Go to college.
What was the question?
Right?
Oh, if I could do anything I wanted?
Yeah, like what is your favorite?
Probably get another
hobby?
Degree.
I probably would get another degree. That's 100% true.
No, yours is to be a sportsman, right?
Well, I honestly did another channel on what I love, which is going and looking through cards and stuff, which is like my favorite thing to do. I also resell it, but besides that, I love playing like video games, NBA 2K, baseball, MLB The Show. That's my only other hobby, honestly. I have is video games.
What if you could play like a real sport, like be a pro athlete? Wouldn't that be better?
Oh, I wish, man. I wanted to play basketball so bad in high school, but I didn't make the cut. I hit a 3-pointer in my tryout, and I didn't even make the first cut. It was probably because I wasn't a 3-pointer. Wow, I sucked.
How many did you miss?
So, I only took like one shot, and I made it. So I ended up doing theater as a backup
you were
plan.
just like. You were just in the gym during the basketball tryouts, and like a ball came rolling over, and you just picked it up.
No,
and shot
I actually
it and
was
made
in the tryout. I signed up and everything. I used to play basketball all the time. Like back in the day, I'd break into the local churches because they had basketball courts at the Mormon churches here in Utah, up in Utah, and I'd break in and play with my buddies and stuff.
I feel like your mom, like I've seen your mom in videos. She seems like a star, right? Like a movie star, and it feels like she could have kind of worked over the coaches to get you in on the team. And I mean, like with her words,
just like Forrest Gump's mom.
Like like Forrest Gump's mom, pretty much. Yeah, is what I'm thinking.
My mom was like a big time singer. She could have been big.
She's a star.
Yeah, I agree with you. She's a star.
Been able to
I don't agree with all the other implications that you made, but I agree that my mother is a star. Yes.
Oh, someone's
just like Sally
off.
Field.
That's Sally. Oh, do you love Forrest Gump too, Josh? That's
Forrest Gump's my favorite movie
I know
of all
you're
time.
Weirdly obsessed with it.
I love it.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense. Because
the last time I was on this podcast, Dave made me answer a bunch of music questions,
and he got them all wrong.
I got them all wrong because I don't know
every single one of them wrong.
I don't know musicians, dude. When you guys were talking at the beginning of the episode about Glenn or whatever you're talking about, like, oh, you know that person sings that song?
Ross.
Yeah, I don't know who those people are.
It's a movie.
I listen to music. I don't know it.
It's one person, and it's a movie.
Okay, this has been Trash to Cash Podcast, episode 83. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Josh, for coming along for the voyage. See you